An Alabama woman is doing well after the latest experimental pig kidney transplant. So far, emergency transplants have not yielded survival past 2 months. This woman's transplant last month so far is faring well. Some patients are eager to volunteer just the same. The wife of Spain's socialist Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez has appeared before a judge rejecting accusations of corruption.
On both of her previous appearances before the judge, Ms. Gomez used her right not to answer questions. This time she did respond, but only to questions put to her by her lawyer. The judge is investigating claims Ms. Gomez used her position as spouse of the socialist Prime Minister to further her own business activities. In her testimony, she said that her use of software intended for the university in Madrid, where she worked, had been legal. Members of the government have said that the accusations against her are politically motivated.
That's BBC's Guy Hedgecoe. Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com. As the war in Gaza rages, Syria's government is transforming in the Israeli territories, and Armenian residents in the old city of Jerusalem are all fighting their own separate battles. It's a quieter struggle, they say, in the old city, but no less real. The Armenians have lived in the old city now for decades without significant friction with neighbors, centered around a convent that acts as a welfare state. Now the small Christian community there has begun to fracture under pressure from forces they say threaten the multi-faith character of the old city. The man accused of killing United Healthcare CEO is charged with murder as an act of terrorism. Prosecutors disclosed the indictment yesterday as they worked to bring Luigi Mangione to New York from a Pennsylvania jail. The 26-year-old already had been charged with murder in the December 4th killing. You'll find more of these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio. Yeah!
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy 1 week before Christmas.
7 days.
It's officially 1 week away.
Yep, we are officially in the bird days. Swans are swimming today.
Yes. And we have water.
Yeah.
So they can swim.
They can swim.
We don't have ice.
7 swans sliding.
Slipping.
7 swans slipping.
Slipping, sliding. But happy Wednesday. Happy 1 week before Christmas. Hope all of you are doing well, got plans, thoughts of sugar plums dancing in your head for the next few days.
You know, I actually learned something about sugar plums the other day.
Yeah?
Do you know they're not made of plums?
I did not know that.
Yeah, there's not plums in the middle there. It's just like...
Is it plum shaped?
It's technically shaped kind of like a hand fruit would be, but it's made of just candy ingredients. Yeah.
I don't even like plums,
so
I'm good with that.
It's like a big hunk of Turkish delight, essentially.
That was my screen name.
I like
Hunk of Turkish delight.
Hunk of Turkish delight.
Speaking of hunka, I watched the thing on Netflix.
Oh.
It's called The Kings of Tupelo.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a 3-part documentary series.
Uh-huh.
And it's way out there.
So did you finished it?
I did.
Okay.
It's really not that long. It's only 3 episodes and they're about an hour hour and a half each, so you can get through it
Sure.
quick. It is dealing with, if y'all remember the whole anthrax when they were, when Obama and several other people got the anthrax letters in the mail.
I don't think it was it Obama?
Yeah, this one was. Yeah, I don't know if there was a second one or
well,
whatever.
the one that happened like right after 9/11. The big
No, this one
was
later. This one was in, when Obama was president.
Okay, see, yeah, because the one that the famous anthrax scare was right after 9/11 when the guy was mailing letters to like Ted Koppel and
I don't know if that one ever got exposed. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they ever found whom did that or whatever.
I thought they
maybe they did. I honestly I don't know, but I don't remember resolution on that one, but I don't know. But this one was one that was during the Obama administration, and the guy was but here's the thing, it's called the Kings of Tupelo because all this goes down in Tupelo, and what it is it's really a guy that, quite frankly, he's the conspiracy theorist. He goes down the rabbit holes. He's one of those folks. And you're like, okay. But he's from Tupelo. They're all from Tupelo. It's this family, him and his brother. His mom was like, knew Elvis and like had, in the Tupelo area. And so they're obsessed with Elvis. And so he grew up Elvis. And so his day gig is Elvis impersonator and in Tupelo, Mississippi. But his brother also decided to get into the Elvis impersonator game.
Okay.
Now, his brother is more stable. His brother is like an insurance guy.
How stable can you be when you decide to become an Elvis impersonator?
For the folks in this particular documentary, he is a rock.
So that's like saying in the land of the dwarves.
The land of the blind, the man with one eye king, and he's the one-eyed man in this.
He's the Oh, I see. So you went ahead and went off to that fancy school and got you one of them degrees.
Right. And so he's he owns his own business, like an insurance business and all that. And then but anyway, he decided to get and so they're Elvis impersonators, and in that region of Tupelo, they're kind of a big deal. Like they're like rock stars. And they started, and so the crazy brother just went to the non-crazy brother and said, "Hey, let's join forces and start our own. Nobody's ever had two Elvises. Double Trouble." And they started Double Trouble, this dueling Elvis band that does these Elvis impersonations. And it's funny, they enter in Elvis impersonator competitions, and you like all the other Elvis impersonators. Oh yeah, these guys, like, they had all the right gear. These guys were, these guys. They're talking like they're the Mario Andretti's and Joe Montanas of the Elvis impersonator world. And like every single lady in their 60s and up was like just fawning all over these guys. Like it was. But it's so anyway. That's the background of this. Okay. Meanwhile, the crazy brother gets arrested for sending the ricin or anthrax to Obama and that's the whole tale.
How does one go about obtaining? No, I'm not saying give me the instructions, but how does somebody, especially somebody who's as backwoods as you're describing, get access to anthrax?
And that, my friend, is why you need to watch the documentary. All these questions and more will be answered.
Well, okay. I do have one thing I need to say. Yeah. The whole back-to-back thing. There's never been two Elvises. To you, sir, I'd like to present the Flying Elvi.
Oh, yeah. Now, you're not...
Lest we forget.
You need to talk to Double Trouble. This is their thing. I'm just a fly on the wall watching this thing.
So I grew... And this is a complete delineation, but I grew up watching... a show on PBS called "Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?"
I remember it. I've never watched it, but I remember seeing it all.
One of the villains, one of the enemies in the show was called Double Trouble. It was these two
Elvises.
Well, they actually wore like zoot suits, and like one was like it kind of looked like Spy versus Spy. Like one was like kind of like it was all black, and one was all white.
Maybe.
And I just remember Rockapella, the on-set band that would do all their music, obviously in acapella. He would sing when they would go to jail. The Double Trouble's in jail. So that's like what's going through my head every time you say Double Trouble.
Well, I'm going to say the younger brother, the crazy one, he's probably around your age. So maybe he too is a Carmen Sandiego
So you're
fan.
saying there's still time for me. Got it. Cool.
Hey,
cool.
I'm saying it's work on the burns.
I'm going to go learn them hip
Start
swivels.
swinging the hip swivels. Yeah. Although I've seen your hips.
I was going to say, dude, my hips barely work as is.
You got to change your band name to In Trouble.
I'm going to swivel my way right into early retirement.
That's right. I'm going to swivel my way right into Advil.
He put on one amazing show. Can't walk anymore,
That's
but boy,
right.
that show. I'll have to go check that out because I've heard. You're the second person that's mentioned it, and
It's
I'm
a watch.
intrigued.
It's a watch. It's a watch.
And it's the same. It's the Tiger King people too, right?
I don't know if those people did it, but
Okay.
it reeks of that
Gotcha.
type of people. Like the characters in that show, these are like kissing cousins.
I love that.
They're in Mississippi.
Of all of the stuff that happened in Tiger King and the whole Carol Baskin and all that, the one meme that stood the test of time is, I'm never going to financially recover from this. The meme I saw was, when you accidentally leave the water on trickle all day, even after the frost, I'm never going to financially recover from this.
I wonder if you watch that like now, does that hold up still?
I can't imagine.
I can't imagine.
You
ever watch the Chimp Crazy one?
No, I didn't watch
Max?
that one either.
That one's that's a watch too.
Tiger King is one of those things that had to exist in the bubble of the time that it existed. We all were home.
That's true.
We had nothing to do.
Yeah.
And that's really how that show rose to
Yeah, it was
to
the
power.
perfect storm. Yes. It was the George Clooney of times.
Yes. A nice stew of ingredients that led to Tiger King becoming a part of the historical, zeitgeist.
That's right. Since we have a bevy of ads.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
we
you
got
for
to
your
get the hour
service.
going. We're going to replay our interview we had with the ladies from the Chavez County Extension Office. They joined us yesterday in the 8 o'clock hour talking about 4-H and getting signed up for all the bevy of things they offer that will start up here in 2025. So we're going to play that interview here in just a few. Crystal Noble at the Roswell Humane Society will join us in the 8 o'clock hour, give us an update on what's there, because normally she joins us, it'll be next week, and there's Christmas, and so we're not.
I was going to say, normally she does 9s too, so it's weird to have her in the 8.
Well, we would bring her in on the 9, but I already had a guest.
Sure.
It's Andrew Moore and Gary Thrime from the Roswell Chamber of Commerce.
Segue.
They're going to join us in the 9 o'clock hour, give us an update on what's going on there. Well, normally the normal Thursday she would come in this week, but tomorrow I have the district attorney's office.
Sure.
So, yeah, hence we'll see her at 8 o'clock today.
There you go.
We're moving and shaking.
Shaking it up a little earlier.
Yeah. I don't move a lot, but we're moving right now. And then, so that covers that, plus all your features and a bevy of ads and 12 Days of Christmas and whatever else we can come up with for today's show.
Yes, sir.
But first, your weather. A little cooler today. We're in that little chili dipper of the dip, and then we get back up tomorrow here.
Ooh, a chili dipper. That sounds delicious.
Chili dipper there. Baby back ribs, barbecue sauce. Here's your weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Cool high pressure moving in today. We'll have sunshine, might be a little bit breezy and fairly cool. Our high stays in the mid-50s, upper 20s to low 30s and clear for the overnight hours. Warming up a little bit on Thursday. It should be a sunny day, our high in the mid-60s, and then Friday we're back to the upper 50s and sunny. Looks good for the upcoming weekend. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 39 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 55%. Winds currently out of the north at 12 miles per hour. We are expected a high of 58 today under sunny skies. Winds will be out of the north 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, clear skies, overnight low of 28 degrees with south winds at around 5 miles per hour. Back up into the mid-60s for your Thursday. Sunny, 66 for a high, northeast winds at around 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, mostly clear, overnight low of 30, north winds at around 5 miles per hour. Friday, we're going to be right at around 60. They're saying 59 officially under sunny skies. Winds out of the south at around 5 miles per hour. And then we're juicing up in the week here for the weekend. Saturday, we're looking at a high of 67 under sunny skies. Sunday, more of the same, sunny and 67 as well. We'll continue that into Monday, 67, 66 on Tuesday of next week. Christmas Eve, 66 and sunny here. So that's what we're looking at. But just like I said, little dipper today. No, and it's not even that big of a dipper. More like a little pothole. All right, 7:17. We're going to take about a 4-minute break here, and then on the other side, we're going to play our interview with the ladies from the Extension office. Don't go away.
Happiness isn't about getting what you want all the time. It's about loving what you have and being grateful for it. Hi, this is Pastor Troy and Julie Smitherman for The Joy of Marriage.
As people, we can get so focused on what we don't have, we don't appreciate what we do have. We can make ourselves miserable, angry, and even depressed by focusing our thoughts and words on the negative. Take a look around and find something to be grateful for that your spouse does. It will change your attitude in your marriage.
1 Thessalonians 5:18 says, "No matter what happens, always be thankful, for this is God's will for you who belong to Christ Jesus."
Take it from me, I was such a negative person, but by renewing my mind with God's Word and learning to be thankful, it changed my life and greatly impacted my marriage.
If you have any questions or would like further information about the Joy of Marriage Ministry, please go to jomconference.com.
'Tis the season for Santa Bucks at Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply. Stop by and draw from Santa's bag for cash off your purchase in the clothing department. Celebrate Customer Appreciation Month for the entire month of December with 20% off everything in the clothing department. You'll save big on brands like Wrangler, Ariat, Kimes, Cinch, Bernay, Tasha, Polizzi, and Dear John Denim. Hats from Resistol, Stetson, American Hooey, and Twister. Also buy $50 in gift cards and take a $10 gift card for yourself. Don't miss out on these amazing deals at Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, 1105 East 2nd. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from our family to yours. The Grinch stole Christmas and brought it to Roswell Nissan. Now through December 21st, head for Roswell Nissan and sign up to win free gas for a year. Get 1 entry just for stopping by, 3 entries with a qualified test driver service, and 5 entries with a vehicle purchase. Drawing December 21st at 1:30 p.m. Must be present to win. Get 0 down, no payments for 90 days, and rates as low as 0%. And get a 2018 Murano for just $292 a month, or a 2019 Sentra just $214 a month. Get Grinchy at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
It's that time of year when your home is filled with friends and family. The perfect time for new furniture from Glenn's. Reinvent your living room with stylish power reclining furniture. Make room for the whole family with a big, beautiful dining table. Surprise your out-of-town visitors with new bedroom furniture. Glenn's has quality furniture you'll be proud of for years, and they'll deliver it for free. So hurry to Glenn's Furniture at the corner of Union and Alameda in Roswell. Glenn's, making the season bright and beautiful since 1953.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender loving care. If you don't know where to turn, then you don't know Jack.
Fergalicious.
In fact, they're downright funky.
Fergalicious.
Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 622-2660.
Fergalicious.
Sure, you can inspect your own roof, get out that rickety ladder, crawl around up there and try to spot the problem until... Or you could call the experts at Do Right Roofing. Do Right Roofing has quality products for any type of roof. They can even install seamless gutters. Do Right Roofing will inspect your roof and give you a free estimate fast. Keep your feet on the ground. Call Do Right Roofing today.
575-623-2273. Let Do Right do your roof right.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
At New Mexico Gas Company, we believe there's money hiding in your home. It's true. It's hiding in your insulation, in your water heater, and in your furnace. And New Mexico Gas Company can help you tap into that money with rebates up to $800 for high-efficiency natural gas improvements. Your energy costs will go down, and your wallet will thank you. We're New Mexico Gas Company, and we provide energy efficiency solutions to save you money. That's why we're here. Learn more at nmgcgetrebates.com.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Linen can absorb up to 20 times its weight in moisture before it feels damp. Now, you don't have to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom anymore. Here's Mike Winters.
That's like a level 2 dad joke. You know, you could do better, but I write a lot of those. Not all of them are winners. Sorry about that. Good morning. It's 31 minutes after 8 o'clock. And joining us in the studio this morning from the Chaves County Extension Office, we have the ladies of the office this morning, Tamara Schubert and Katie Wright as well. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are you today? Seeing news and cheerful. Look at that. All good. So,
yeah.
First question. You all ready for Christmas?
Absolutely.
No. Personally, professionally, no way, shape, or form am I ready for Christmas. So,
Christmas pajamas and snacks.
Yeah.
I'm ready for those.
Yeah. Now, I got to say it because you are on camera.
Okay.
They coordinated today. Look at this.
We tried really hard.
Because I know people are are they wearing the same shirt?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Was it a complete mistake? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, this is purely coincidental, which I know it's really hard to believe because you're like, they're like the same shirt. They're not.
Well, here's
I think the patterns are slightly different.
They were having a sale, and we talked about the sale.
Y'all were together shopping, weren't you?
No.
Oh, y'all literally. I thought maybe you were together. Like,
hey,
oh,
Sarah, I went to this awesome sale, and she
Okay.
said, cool. And then we came back with the same shirt.
We just found out y'all have the same taste, I guess.
You know.
You see that hideous purple one over there? No,
we didn't get that one, no.
Well, great. Well,
Says the person who wears it the next day.
that's right. Then you see your other. Then Drew comes in with that purple shirt. Sorry, Drew, you're the last one left. I had to throw somebody under the bus. But we'll just go with great minds think alike.
There you go.
And that's what we'll call the theme for that today here. But I know not ready for Christmas. But are you guys gonna be in town, or you got family coming in, going out? What's y'all?
No, we're here.
Good deal.
Just hanging out.
Just here doing Christmas with the fam and, enjoying time and doing all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good. However, now in the extension office, I think you guys now kind of turn your kind of attention to 2025.
Right.
Yes.
Where that's where a lot, most of the stuff for this year, the big stuff anyway, there might be a few meetings here or there between now and the end of the year. But as far as the big programs, the big stuff, we're now time to sign up for 2025 various classes, courses through the 4-H side, through extension side, through the home economics. That's all extension side, home economics side, and of course the gardening and agriculture side as well here too.
Mm-hmm.
So it is, and this is the time you need to pay. Maybe you might get a notebook down or something, because there's kind of a like if you're like, oh, I always want to get in that diabetes.
Write it down now.
Now's the time.
Write
Now's
it
the time.
down.
Tell your friends, spare it. This is the time. Not 3 months from now or a month from now. Right now is that time. So it's a lot of that stuff today, right?
Yes.
Pretty much what we're doing. Good.
Yes.
Good deal. Well, I'll let you guys kind of drive from here. Where are we going to start?
I'm going to let Katie start with 4-H.
Okay, so we just did super awesome awards ceremony, celebrated a lot of wonderful accomplishments, but
Awesome.
we would love to celebrate all the other youth out there as well, which means that registration is open and that we are happy to have you in and around to learn and do things
Yeah.
and celebrate you this coming year.
There's
So
so many different ways you can get involved in 4-H, regardless of what your interests are.
yes.
If you have interests, then 4-H... interest. You just have interests.
If you would like to have interest, we can give you some interest.
If you need a hobby, we got that too.
That's what
yes.
4-H is really about. Is it's getting these young minds and giving them, contributing to their foundation to become adults. All obviously, but it's also an opportunity for kids to find their way in the world. Find out things they like, they don't like, and do it in a way that's a lot less expensive than some other ways to find these things out, and a chance to work on the other things that as parents you can't sit them in a room and teach them how to work in groups, how to engage socially with people, how to talk to and see and interact with people face to face, which when we were kids was not a thing. Now it's very much a thing.
It is very much a thing, yes.
In the world of computers and everything else, that actual people in a room socializing, that's a skill set we have to teach kids now. And the best way to learn that is being in a room with other people doing things like 4-H.
Well, and one thing we talk about in the 4-H world a lot is one caring adult beyond your family unit. Right. So we know that moms and dads and aunties and uncles and grandmas and grandpas are wonderful influences on their kiddos.
Absolutely.
But we've got a group of volunteers and family members and club leaders that just want to love on your kids and be that additional caring adult in their life that they can look up to.
I'm sure they're scratching a few itches themselves. You know what I mean? Like, because that's why people volunteer. They want to help people. They want to get involved, but at the same time, it makes you feel like a good person, and you're happy about your life too. So if you want to volunteer and be some of these people, we'd love to have you too.
If you have hobbies, come see us.
But
you
yeah,
can
but
teach
you're right.
your hobbies.
You're right. This is these are people. It's the same thing I always talk about, like in schools, especially with elementary teachers. And sometimes when parents, especially in the world we live in with security and everything, you just can't roll up and bring a lunch to school anymore. That's gone the way of the dodo. But parents don't always get that. It's like, look, I'm just here for my kid. I want to get in and out, and I'm telling you, and you hit brick walls and you get mad. I'm telling you, it's because those teachers will die for your kids.
They will.
I'm telling you right now, those teachers, as my wife being one of them, I will tell you they will die for you. So give them be a little thankful instead of a little. I get it. You got a day and you're all that, but these adults want the best for your kids and will go through a wall for them, and that's all they're coming. They're coming from that place. When you understand that, not so mad that you had to wait an extra minute to get a sandwich to your kid. Same thing in 4-H. Obviously security and all that, but the amount of passion that these folks have for your children is equally the same. They love to see when these kids mature and they go from struggling to success. That's their biggest drug that they, when we talk about drugs and think that's what it is. There's no better feeling for and if you never had that experience, give it a try. You might find pretty cool too. So anyway, sorry, I got soapboxy as all get out, but anyway, sorry.
We have to stand on those every now and then.
I want to, but I do this because this is programs like 4-H are so vital for kids and things like
Absolutely.
that. And if 4-H not your bag, then find another one. But whatever it is, you got to get your kids
get involved.
You got to get plugged in somewhere. I don't care where. I'd love it to be with me.
Yeah.
But
and all I say is 4-H has got everything. It's not like if you're thinking it's cows and pigs and showing animals, that is one sliver. It's a big sliver, but you can talk about computers. You can be fully engaged in 4-H and never clean an animal, touch an animal, or smell an animal.
Correct. Absolutely.
Unless you want to. And that's my point, is check out 4-H and see. And likewise, adults out there, that's the beauty of 4-H. If we don't have what you want, we can make it and make that happen. And so if you have that interest and say, I'm a welder, I'm a brander, I'm a crocheter, whatever that is, maybe we can put something together.
Those projects.
Yeah, exactly.
So last plug before I give it to Miss Tamara, we will be at the library in Hagerman tomorrow doing some arts and crafts.
Perfect.
And then we'll be back at both the Roswell Library and Hagerman Library come January to do some origami.
And that's for your monthly visits.
That's our monthly 4-H visit. Yeah. So that is a great place to come sample 4-H, meet, visit, hang out, all the good stuff. So come see us.
Yeah, generally you're either going to have a cool craft or you get to eat something, or there's always something you walk away with pretty cool.
You always leave better from a 4-H program.
Exactly. And so, but for folks, come out. You're going to be in Hagerman tomorrow. What time do you guys are out at the Hagerman Library?
3:30.
3:30. So be there at 3:30 after. So if you missed them here in Roswell, you're more than welcome to drive
Absolutely.
on up to Hagerman.
Come see us twice.
Yeah, come
We've
on
already
down.
got a little girl planning to see us twice. So
You got roadies.
We do.
It's going to be like the Grateful Dead. They're going to be selling T-shirts outside the library.
They use Roswell as the practice and Hagerman as the we're going to perfect it and try it again.
Right, love it. That's right. It's all learning, but yeah. So come be a part of that. And of course, if you have any questions about 4-H or anything, don't hesitate. Call the extension officer. Come by or go on Facebook. You just type in Roswell 4-H or anything in there. You'll see all the pages that you can do all that kind of stuff. Is there any other 4-H stuff we want to mention before we kind of move on?
Not right now. Stay tuned.
Other than project workshops have already started.
Right.
So now's the time to get in and get enrolled.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So again, but yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Pretty much everything extension related. This is sign up season for everything. So that's kind of why it's an important one. And I know every time they got this. How do I get a? This is that time of year. This is the time. So tell your friends. If everyone's been saying it. This is the time. Now. Don't get them mad again in April when they try to sign up and it's too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead. Let's move on to our next thing.
No worries. So our Prevent T2 class is starting in January.
Okay.
So our first class is actually the 14th.
Okay.
So if they are at risk for type 2 diabetes, or whether or not the doctor has diagnosed them, because most of us live without knowing it.
Until someone tells you.
Yes. Yeah. So if you think you're at risk, or your doctor has said, hey, we probably need to check this out, come see us.
Yeah. Like if you heard that term, you're pre-diabetic. Like if you're on the course you're on now, you will be full-blown diabetic. You need to change your diet, your habits. If you do that, you will not hit the diabetic category. So if you're in that category, then this is definitely something you want to sign up for, because the idea is to keep you from getting diabetic.
Right. So our T2 class is a year-long program. So for the first quarter, we do meet every week. So it does take some commitment. Mm-hmm. But the end goal is to keep you from getting that full-blown diagnosis of diabetes.
Absolutely. And it really gives you the lifestyle change.
It is.
But it also, it's a support group, isn't it? Because now you're going through it. It's a social group where everyone's, learning. And
we're all in there with the same issues and the same problems, and we all talk it out.
And so you're each other's support system, because there's going to be days where that pie starts dancing in front of you, or that cheese. Yeah, I get it. Life happens. And you know what? You're going to fail, and that's okay.
Get back up.
But then you get back up and say, all right, next time or you know what? I did that. Maybe we're going to walk a few extra times around the block.
I'm going to have half a piece of pie.
To maybe counterbalance some of the negative effects of this thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's what this group's about. It's to learn together how to create a lifestyle that is pleasurable but still healthy.
Correct.
And throughout the day, you're going to learn different ways to do things, because get it. You love pizza. Pizza is not a diabetic's friend. It just isn't. But there's ways to do that, and you learn that kind of stuff over the way. You learn to find ways to satisfy the craving without destroying the diet and doing
Correct.
it. It's like ice cream. There's different types of ice cream, but even still, maybe you're like, I don't like that stuff. All right, get the full-leaded stuff, but maybe just eat a spoonful or two instead of the entire quart. Or a bowl that literally looks like Salad Mountain. It's like, the bowl stopped here. Why does it keep going up here? Anyway, sorry. But that's the kind of stuff you learn. That's the type of stuff. So, but please sign up now and do that.
So it's a free class, but we do require some pre-registration, so that we can get all the materials and stuff in.
Absolutely. Well, and because the extension office, it's through the university, in New Mexico State University and all that. And so statistics and collections of data, that's how the money flows. That's how the programs flow. So, yes, they're all free to you, but they want the people that fund this stuff, aka taxpayer money at some point or another, they want to make sure these programs are beneficial. So that's why they collect tons of data. And so just be patient when they say why you want, that's because it's for the purposes of collection data. Hey, we're offering products and programs for the public. Are we getting the most bang that we could of these programs? So that's why they do all that. So nothing nefarious, nothing personal. They just want to get it better, make sure and keep evolving to a better program. So that's why it's doing that.
Yeah. So if they happen to already be diagnosed as diabetic, then they want to come join our Kitchen Creations program. Mm-hmm. So we typically host 2 a year, and that first one is Mondays in March. And so again, they can call the extension office. Yeah. It's free of charge.
And that's the fun one where you're cooking and you're not just book learning, you're out there cooking and tasting and trying and doing all that kind of stuff. So creating the menu. That's the real class where you said, oh, yeah, I know you love pizza, but, you can do a lot of good stuff with cauliflower. And it don't mess with your numbers like the full-on, wheat does. So, and to be honest, if you've never had one of those pizzas, it's pretty good.
I love cauliflower pizza.
Yeah. Now, if you like the foldings, then that's not going to be. But if you like the thin crust kind of that, then, they can make, you won't even know it's cauliflower.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't even know. That's the big. But if you like that New York style fold kind of thing, technology has not got us there yet. I'm sure they're working on it, but I'm sure there will be some kind of thing that they've got. But that's what this thing is. We're substituting meats or doing it. But that's sign up for the Kitchen Creations class, and to be honest, that's the one most people highly covet but miss the window to sign up for. So now's that time. this is that sweet spot. If you've been missing out on Kitchen Creations for years because you keep missing the window to sign up, now is the time. You are being warned. This is what's that joke in? This is God. You are being told that this is the time. There's one about an ice skate rink. He's like, God, do not fish here. There are no fish here. You ever heard that joke? You never heard that? It's a bad joke. All right, real quick. So guys going out ice fishing. And so he cuts a hole in the ice and he starts fishing. All of a sudden he hears this voice from Miller. There are no fish here. God, is that you? Wow. So he picks up, goes down another spot, cuts a hole, starts fishing. All of a sudden, there are no fish here. Finally, he's like, God, is that you? And he said, no, I'm the rink manager. And that's kind of it's a bad joke. Sorry.
No. Do you want to hear a bad joke?
We do a lot
Do you
of bad
know
jokes
where
in our
Rudolph goes to get a new tail?
I don't.
The retail shop.
Ooh,
Yeah, sorry.
Well, let's keep that vein going. Where does Luke Skywalker go to his other hand? The second-hand store.
Yep.
I just made that up on the spot. That's pretty good. I'm impressing myself. I made a bad joke up on the spot.
Write that one down so you can come back to it, right?
Y'all can use it if you want.
I may need that.
Oh man, but reel it back in. Come, these classes. And this is the beauty. All this is free of charge. This is stuff that you can take it. You can. This is a resource for you when it comes and anything gardening, anything health, like especially diabetics and nutrition and all that stuff, and certainly anything 4-H. Call the extension office, have questions, and you'll get all that stuff and everything here, and all of it's free of charge to you. So use these resources. There's so much through the extension office that you could make your life easier and not pay a dime doing it. And it's kind of like having your own personal internet sometimes is the extension office. That's kind
Except for it's research-based, valuable information.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
But you got to, like a Sherpa saying.
This isn't your AI synopsis.
Yeah,
this is proven.
You're the community notes that kind of comes in and says, that's not real.
That's not right.
But that's kind of what the extension office kind of is. But think of it for your life. And so please sign up for these programs. But if you're not familiar or you're like want to learn, just call and, hey, I'd love to, if you got a hobby, if you got an interest, if you got something that you want to do, extension office has a thing. If you've got a question like, hey, I want to learn how to grow stuff, then, I got a brown thumb, I want a green one. How to do it? Well, we can help you with that.
So it's speaking of growing things. So my understanding is they're still taking applications for the 2025 Master Gardener class.
Yes.
So if they're interested in learning more about gardening and being one of those master gardeners, they need to go ahead and call the office and get those applications turned in as soon as possible.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is now, full warning, if you're the brown thumb guy, you're not ready for Master Gardener class. We got some other classes for you. Come out to the Master Gardeners Library. They come out each month to the library doing their thing too. Come to that. This class, you're not ready for it. Your head will be swimming.
Well, and we will be having, I believe it's in March, a winter and herb gardening training with Drew for the community through our extension clubs.
Excellent.
And so there are some trainings coming on, but jump in.
But if you're a gardener and you want to get better and learn more, or even if you're in the ag industry and want it, that the Master Gardener class is it's like how to be a Hall of Famer club. You want to learn how to be a Hall of Famer, sign up for that class. In the gardening world, that's how you do it. But again, this is that time to sign up. If you wait for a month or two from now, you're going to miss that window.
Right.
So sign up right now. Come to the extension office and do that. Extension clubs, too. That's another thing. This is kind of the catch-all, be-all, is like if you didn't find anything and everything else we just talked about, maybe an extension club is something that...
So we've got 4 extension clubs in the county. So there are adult clubs that do learning programs during their monthly meetings, but they also do community service and things like that. So if you're an adult looking for a social group or some hobbies, come join us.
Yeah.
They meet at different days. They did select their 6 trainings for the upcoming year that are open to the community, and those kick off in February with cricket cutting. So if they're interested or have some machines at home that maybe they're not quite familiar with, come join us.
Yeah. I'm assuming that's a sewing thing?
No, it's a paper craft.
Paper craft.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's vinyl, laminate, kind of,
Okay.
it's
'Cause I hear
all
cricket
kinds of
cutting, I'm
stuff.
Like, do they hunt them? And cut
Yeah,
them? What are we talking about here?
So
They
the
can do
cricket
lots
is the
of-
logo,
Okay.
and that's
Yeah.
all it has to do with the cricket.
Okay. Because I'm like,
That's
the noise with the legs is going to get annoying after a while. And then I was like, maybe it's like the phone, the cricket. They're cutting phones? What are they doing?
No, not this time.
So apparently it's doing with like vinyl and it's a craft that.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. And it's a machine. Cool. Excellent. I just learned something today.
check mark. Yes.
I got 8 crickets once. That was all right. I don't do it all the time, but it wasn't
We
bad.
promise we won't eat crickets, but we will tell you
But
how
you want to, I mean.
work with your machines.
Surely somebody has a recipe for that, right?
Yeah. I've actually had them, and I mean, I wouldn't want to say, sign me up. This is what I'm going to eat every day, all day, the rest of the day. But, if it's like a bowl of nuts sitting on the table. If they're sitting there, all right, I'll eat one.
I tried them on my study abroad, and I kind of feel the same way.
Yeah.
they're just there.
Like if you fry them, I've had them fried. I've had them like they.
Well, see, I had candied.
Yeah, this was like a chocolate one, but I've had them where it was like fried little carcasses. And
don't worry, we are not going to feed you crickets of any kind. We are going to teach you to use your craft
this
machine.
sounds delicious. Sign up for Cook. No, I'm just kidding. There will be no crickets in that.
But this means I probably need to do some explanation on the flyers.
Yeah, I just created a problem. No actual crickets for food or
harms.
otherwise.
Right.
It's just a.
This is not a mashup
It's just
between
the
the
name of a
SDS
machine.
side and the
That's
ag
all it-
side.
It's the name of a machine. Don't wait till we get to the hot dog session. No, I'm just kidding. But here's the thing too. If you're interested, in maybe starting some other clubs and things like that. This is the time,
So this is a great opportunity, especially if you've got a group of ladies or, just a group that gets together anyways.
Right.
This is a great little addition. So when we have our trainings and stuff, we prep boxes. You can take those, have that within your own little group. Doesn't mean you have to do any more work, but it's a great opportunity to add some things to your groups that may already be meeting.
Absolutely. And who knows? Maybe bring in a couple new people that like, hey, we like this one. We're ready to come in. And I'm telling you, it's as much a social thing as it is a thing about the actual craft or thing you're doing. That's that's part of it. That's what binds you all together. At the end of the day, it's people connecting. And,
yes.
And who knows? You might just accidentally just found your best friend for the rest of your life, or the bare minimum, your Thursday coffee buddy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Any of that is possible here. So, but again, call the extension office or come by and learn more about either this current and getting in, or maybe learn about possibly starting another club, something like that here too. So, what else we got? Did we get it all, or I know there's a whole lot.
I think we got it all.
I think we covered it.
Very good. But if you've got anything. The Master Gardeners classes, signing up for pre-diabetics or the Cooking Sensations classes, anything for 4-H or any of that stuff right now is the time to sign up. Come by the extension office or call the extension office or get onto the website or all of the above, and let's start making things happen. So,
yes.
All right, I guess the last part. Phone numbers and all the good things that they can get a hold of you.
622-3210.
Very good. Call that number. It's 202 Chisholm or 200?
200 East Chisholm.
200 East. I knew it's East Chisholm. It was 2 something, but I was like, is it
Suite
202
number
or
4.
There you go. Come on by the office there. And, of course, on Facebook, all their stuff on Facebook is through New Mexico State, too. So, but if you type in Chavez County Extension Roswell, you'll find it'll pop up in the search thing. But when you see NMSU all over it, you're in the right place. That's supposed to be.
Yes.
The extension office is through the New Mexico State University. Well, thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year if I don't see you between now and then. And we look forward to talking about bigger and better crickets in 2025. Thank you, ladies.
Now for your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. A woman accused of killing her girlfriend has been arrested in Chavez County. 21-year-old Alexis Saines was jailed Tuesday after police said she removed her ankle monitor and failed to show up for court. Saines is accused of killing her 19-year-old girlfriend, Adeha Baca, by running her down with a car last year. Police said Baca was trying to escape a domestic fight when Saines stepped on the gas and ran her down. Saines is now jailed in Chavez County. Attention New Mexicans who were affected by the storms and flooding in Roswell and Chavez County. Don't wait any longer to apply for FEMA disaster assistance. The deadline to apply for help is now less than 2 weeks away, January 2nd. Homeowners and renters impacted by the storms and flooding who live in Chavez County have until Thursday, January 2nd to apply. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
Do you have a resting gift face? That awkward expression when you open a gift you don't love, but try to look excited? I'm Kim Commando for NordPass. Get 58% off right now on this easy-to-use password manager at nordpass.com/Kim. A survey by Scotch Tape says the giveaway signs are a fake smile, a change in voice tone, or over-the-top compliments like, wow, this is so unique. Here's a way to avoid all this. Amazon Wishlist. If you're hard to shop for, make it easier for your friends and family to get it right. Setting up a wish list on Amazon is simple. Log on to Amazon, go to Accounts and Lists, and click on Create a List. Choose Wish List, name it something fun, and start adding items. Now, there is a privacy gotcha. Amazon wish list can be public, shared, or private. Anyone can find a public list by searching by your name or email address. Change this option to shared and then send that link to your new best gift givers. No more fake smiles or awkward returns for you. Get my free newsletter at getkim.com. Are you sick and tired of passwords just driving you crazy? Every account you have really needs a different one. Uppercase letters, lowercase letters, symbols, and it has to be 12 or more characters. Enough already. NordPass is here to end the madness for good. You're gonna love this. You can forget juggling dozens or even hundreds of passwords. You only need to remember one password. That's it. NordPass remembers and autofills all your passwords, credit card, and personal information details so that you can focus only on what matters most. I love all the extra features, such as the data breach scanner that lets you know if your credentials were exposed in a data leak. Your passwords will be stored securely because NordPass uses the strongest military-grade encryption, making it impossible for hackers to crack your credentials. Go to nordpass.com/Kim for 58% off today. That's nordpass.com/Kim, nordpass.com/Kim.
I'm Meteor Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Cool high pressure moving in today. We'll have sunshine, might be a little bit breezy and fairly cool. Our high stays in the mid-50s, upper 20s to low 30s and clear for the overnight hours. Warming up a little bit on Thursday. It should be a sunny day, our high in the mid-60s, and then Friday we're back to the upper 50s and sunny. Looks good for the upcoming weekend. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Running a business is tough. Operational demands change fast, and keeping up can feel impossible. That's where DSI comes in. We've been helping local businesses thrive for over 25 years. You might know us for printer products, but we're your one-stop shop for cutting-edge office technology. From managed IT to video security, audio-visual technology, and more, DSI has everything you need. We're flexible, local, and have the resources of a national corporation. Be more productive. Make more money. DSI, the heartbeat of business. Visit DSINM.com.
It's time for the Chavez County Sports Report. Got a score from last night to pass along. Girls Hoops Goddard playing against Carlsbad. That was a home game for the Lady Rockets, but they lose to Carlsbad by a score of 39-26. The Rockets are now 4-5 on the season. They'll next play at home against Santa Fe this Saturday at 2. How about catching you up on the NMMI Broncos basketball team? They're in a long break right now. They're 4-8. Going into the break, they got a victory over ABC Prep by a score of 97-82 when they come out of the break, January the 2nd. They'll be playing ABC Prep 2 days in a row. We don't know what ABC Prep is. The leading scorers so far for the season, Ignacio Garcia for the Broncos, 12.5 points per game. David Popa with 12.1. Joseph Thomas at 10 even. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
Hey, Roswell and surrounding areas. Roswell Ford Sales is back home at our dealership at 821 North Main Street. We're closing in on our 2024 sales goals, and we'll do whatever it takes to make a deal during the year-end sales event at Roswell Ford, where you'll get huge savings, more for your trade, and rates as low as 0% APR. Shipments of new and quality pre-owned vehicles are arriving daily, so you can upgrade for less. If you're upside down in your loan or stuck in your lease, Roswell Ford wants to get you low leased, even if you owe thousands more than your trade is worth. Worried your credit is on the naughty list? Roswell Ford has partnered with the most aggressive lenders that will push to approve you today, even with bad or no credit. Plus, we have a great selection of low mileage, one-owner pre-owned vehicles, all in prime condition, starting at just $10,000. Lower prices, exceptional trade-in values, and a better buying experience. Get on board at Roswell Ford with new management and a whole new attitude. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell, or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance plus tax, title, and license with approved credit.
The Roswell Symphony Orchestra and the Way Way Off Broadway Theater Company present a classic Christmas story, Menottes, Amal, and the Night Visitors. Sunday, December 22nd, 2:30 p.m. at Pearson Auditorium in Roswell. Witness the story of one young boy's encounter with three very wise kings on their way to one very important birthday party. Get your tickets now online at roswellsymphony.org or at the door. Menottes, Amal, and the Night Visitors. Sunday, December 22nd, 2:30 p.m. at Pearson Auditorium in Roswell.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Everyone knows that the Eyesight is the place to go for stylish, high-quality glasses, even the big guy in red. And when Santa needs an eye exam, glasses or contacts, cataract or LASIK care, or even glaucoma testing, the Eyesight is his place to go. With frames from designer brands like Maui Jims and Oakley, Santa's sure to find spectacular spectacles. They accept BSP, Medicare, Davis, and more. And with 3 locations in Roswell, Carlsbad, and Hobbs, Santa can slay this holiday. The Eyesight in Roswell, Carlsbad, and Hobbs. Clearly the best in sight.
Get a great deal on select Kubota construction equipment featuring durable Kubota engines, more comfort, more productivity, more get it done right. Right now, write it off the lot and write it off your taxes for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months. Now through December 31st, subject to credit approval. Consult your tax advisor. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full details.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender loving care. If you don't know where to turn, then you don't know Jack. Fergalicious. In fact, they're downright funky. Fergalicious. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 632-2660. Fergalicious.
Find your path to a greater future with Eastern New Mexico University. If you're looking to take the next step in your higher education journey, both in person and online, Eastern New Mexico University is the place for you. ENMU is now accepting applications for spring 2025, so don't miss out on your opportunity to join more than 5,700 fellow Greyhounds on this exciting path to student success. For more information, visit enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
I'm Kyle Stepp, a proud New Mexican,
Prepare Triathlete and Be Well customer. After I lost my leg, I found a new purpose in life. With the help of Be Well, New Mexico's health insurance marketplace, I can push myself to be the best athlete I can be. Be Well connected me to low-cost, quality coverage from providers I trust. I stopped worrying about medical bills and started living my best life. Sign up for affordable coverage today at BeWellNM.com.
Join Hot New Country 92.9 The Brand and La Pantera 106.1 for a special live broadcast this Saturday from 10 to 1 at Roswell Honda. It's a December to remember, and Roswell Honda is gearing up for the holidays with the pre-Christmas blowout. That means unbelievable savings across the lot on a sweet selection of vehicles. We'll be on hand with free food, stuff for the kids, and your chance to win some great prizes, including an Xbox Series X, PS5, or a 50 or 75-inch Vizio Smart TV. See you Saturday at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
KC Light Tower is proud to partner with the Pena Project in ringing in the new year with Mark Chestnut. New Year's Eve from 6 p.m. to midnight at the Artesia Country Club. Come get drinks, food, and socialize before the concert starts at 9. In a combined effort with Royal Services LLC of Artesia, the Pena Project is here to offset some of the costs associated with the passing of a loved one. All money from this event goes towards the Pena Project, who helps cover the costs of funerals of unexpected deaths. KC Light Tower's professional mechanics are always out in the field and are Deutsch certified. KCLT is there to make sure your site is ready when you are and can certify your man lift and forklift operators on your site or on our yards. Save KCLT in your contacts. 575-308-8647. Surface rental equipment all in one place. KCLT, helping you keep America running. Proud sponsor of the Pena Project.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. 1 in 3 snake bite victims is drunk. 1 in 5 is tattooed. Hold my beer and check this out. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. We are closing in on 8 o'clock. Got a few seconds here before the top of the hour. Stay tuned next hour. Here around 8:15 or so, Crystal Noble with the Roswell Humane Society will join us. Give us an update on the holidays and what they've got going on there. And, of course, in the 9 o'clock hour, we'll have Andrew Moore and Gary Thrine join us with the Roswell Chamber of Commerce. Give us an update on what's happening through, a couple more things going into 2025, of course. And, of course, a couple more weeks here of the new year. So of this year, we'll talk all about that with them in the 9 o'clock hour. Town Hall News is coming up next. We'll be back on the other side.
Hugh Hewitt is now in Roswell on 106.5 FM KEND Roswell.
Breaking news this hour at townhall.com. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. On Capitol Hill, a compromise bill proposed to prevent a looming federal government shutdown.
Congressional leaders have agreed on a stopgap spending bill that will keep the federal government funded into March and avoid a shutdown set to begin after midnight Friday. It will also provide more than $100 billion in emergency aid to help states and local communities recovering from Hurricanes Helene and Milton and other natural disasters.
As correspondent Ben Thomas, GOP Representative Tom McClintock of California says President Biden has been a disaster for immigration.
Under the Biden administration, we have seen the largest illegal mass migration in our history, overwhelming our social services.
McClintock, a member of the House Border Security Caucus. Correspondent Charles De La Desma reports the UN Security Council has weighed in on the political upheaval in Syria.
The UN Security Council has issued its first statement on Syria following the overthrow of the Bashar Assad government, calling for a Syrian-led political process.
And that is Charles De La Desma reporting. Frustrated by delays on your holiday travels at the airport? Don't feel too bad. It's even worse for 2 astronauts still stranded on board the International Space Station after missing their flight home.
Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams left for the International Space Station June 5th. There were problems with the Boeing Starliner capsule that got them there. The capsule returned to Earth in September without them.
90% of our training is preparing for the unexpected.
Wilmore says that's just the way it goes. NASA says the plan now is for them to return in late March or even April. Sonny Williams said back in September she loves it in space.
It's just fun. You know, every day you do something that's work, quote unquote.
SpaceX says it needs more time to prepare a brand new capsule for liftoff for the crew that will replace them. I'm Ed Donahue.
More of these stories at townhall.com.
Our nation's problems have been building for the past 50 years, and they're not going away overnight, which is...
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
Identifying a motive is our top priority.
Barnes also said no one was specifically targeted,
and everyone was put in equal danger.
News conference audio is courtesy of WKOW. I'm Haya Panjwani.
George Williams reports new seatbelt rules are in the works.
A warning sound will now be required if those riding in the front and rear seats are not buckled up. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration finalized the rule Monday, which will also require longer warnings applying to unfastened front seat belts. The agency estimates the new rule will save 50 lives per year and prevent 500 injuries. George Williams reporting.
Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com. From Washington, I'm Bob Agnew. On the leading edge of medical science, an Alabama woman is doing well after the latest experimental pig kidney transplant. Here's correspondent Julie Walker.
After 8 years on dialysis, Tawana Looney had pig kidney transplant surgery last month at NYU.
I feel like I got a second chance on life. That's like a new beginning.
Looney had donated a kidney to her mom, then got high blood pressure from pregnancy, her remaining kidney failing. She's the 5th American given a gene-altered pig organ, Dr. Jamie Locke.
It was remarkable. The kidney pinked up and looked just like a human kidney. It made urine within just a few minutes.
2 previous pig transplant patients, both sicker, died. I'm Julie Walker.
2 companies, United Therapeutics and eGenesis, aim to begin the world's first formal studies of pig-to-human transplants in 2025. You'll find more on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2 of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Buenos Wednesday, everybody. Your 1 week notice until Christmas. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sipping back an ice cold Cahuama. I take requests on the telephone. I'm on a wavelength.
Good tip.
Because I used to do tearing. I'm like, oh, God, you have 7 days? I should probably
Yeah, you better get up, you know. That's deep, man. Oh, yeah, I turned on my...
Oh, nobody even heard that.
I did it by habit, just turning it on, and I was like, yeah. And
See,
Roy just
headphones help.
They do.
We're like an old married couple, huh? Yeah.
I need to get me some little jobbers.
Some of those. You know what? It's too late. That would be a great Christmas present for you. Get him some of those in-ear. I can't think of the brand name. The ones that Raycon. Those Raycon headphones that are just sitting in your ears.
Yeah, I need something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Something. Because those things.
Yeah. I love those. Those are the ones I used to wear when I worked out. Yes, I used to work out.
They've been around that long?
Yeah, they have. They actually have. I used to take a CD player when I went to the gym, but it was
turn her mic back on now.
But it was an MP3 CD player, so it played those MP3 CDs that were like, hours long. Even though I was only there for like 45 minutes, still though, I had hours.
You did?
If you needed it.
I was never going to utilize those hours.
In case like they locked the doors on you, had to stay the night, or get trapped in the elevator. But yeah, I need something like that. So yeah, those are just hot, and like I'll sit here. Next thing you know, I'll wear them, and like I'll take off for the break, and it's literally like this just sweaty, nasty mess that I do not enjoy.
It's like a sauna. It's like a nice sauna for your ears.
And I think bald headedness makes it worse.
Yeah? Just increases the humidity.
Yeah, a lot of, I don't know if it's plastic to skin friction or something.
Well,
I don't
hair
know.
absorbs a lot of moisture.
Yeah.
And,
it's like it's all crazy.
Around moisture. So if you're just skin on headphone, that's going to kick up a lot of
So
steam.
can your thing do Bluetooth headphones?
In theory, yes.
Oh.
But then I couldn't take phone calls. Because I Bluetooth my phone onto the board to put phone calls on. And so I'd have to un-Bluetooth the phone to Bluetooth the headphones, which means I couldn't put the phone call on. So it'd be kind of a...
But they have the clip-on earphones like she's talking about
exactly.
with the headphone
but
jack.
I like what you're thinking, but yes, because I could, in theory, Bluetooth to the thing, but as soon as I have to take a phone call, and that's really when I need the headphones because that's the only way I can hear them, I'd have to un-Bluetooth, so I'd lose the Bluetooth to the headphones to Bluetooth the phone.
Got it. It's a lot of Bluetooth.
That's right. Did you get all that? Did you jot it down?
I did.
Oh, that's technical talk.
It's too early for all that. No,
yeah, you forget sometimes, like that you just think people know things, and you start talking, and it's like, oh yeah, you don't ever been in radio, you have no idea. I just said about 10 words that you have no clue what I was talking about.
It's amazing to me. I'll get the glazed over look, the 1,000-yard stare from my friends when I'm sitting there just trying to explain just a little tidbit of what's going on at work.
Yeah,
and I'm like, right, you don't understand anything I'm saying. Point is, this is therapy for me. Okay, I'm just getting it out.
You want to have salespeople glaze over real quick? Explain the difference between a sweeper, a liner, a promo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Next thing you know, they're all it's like, is this a promo or is this just a little liner? Well, I sold them.
and don't even get me started on bullets.
Yeah. This is just a 10-second thing. So you sold them like a liner, or did you sell them a 50? No, it's the. Okay, well, this is an ad promoting that, so it's a promo. No, it's a commercial, but it's a promo for an event. And then they're like, what? And I know you're thinking, y'all are probably thinking, what does that matter? It kind of does in the categorizing. It's kind of like, did you buy a ham sandwich or a tuna sandwich? What kind of sandwich did you buy? And that's kind of what.
Sandwich.
I bought sandwich.
I bought sandwich.
Did you get a half sandwich?
Receipt for sandwich.
Did you get the 3-inch, 6-inch foot log?
Yeah, it's kind of like what we're talking about here. But I forget sometimes, and then I'll say stuff. But like Bluetooth is, everyone knows Bluetooth.
I mean, yeah.
If I'm a 50-year-old man that knows, y'all know Bluetooth. If I know it,
surely Bluetooth is known.
So I can pair multiple things on my Bluetooth on my phone. So there's my watch is paired, and then I can have the Bluetooth speaker and the truck paired. And then if I get
I'm not smart enough. I just assume
phone call, I can answer it from my phone or the truck.
Yeah.
The board is also a little more primitive. I think
the
only
board
one.
can only Bluetooth one thing at a time to it.
Oh.
But I'm wondering if I Bluetooth my headphones to my phone and Bluetooth the phone to the board.
There you go. course, then you'd only hear the phone feed.
But so I don't know. Yeah, my head's swimming right
These
now.
feel like problems for another time.
Yeah, my head's swimming like, wait a minute, get the piece here. And then it's like that meme with the numbers. And that's what's going on right now. If I do this.
Square peg, round hole.
Yeah, we'll figure that out later.
Yeah. I got to bring something up, and I'm going to share this on the Facebook page too, but I've stumbled on something that it gets more and more confusing as you go down the line.
Okay.
On this, it's a flyer. It's like somebody posted it onto a pole,
like an
advertisement
for a service or
like
a
you'd see like a missing cat.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. There's a gentleman on this flyer who looks a little bit like Dr. Drew.
Okay.
Okay. Shirtless.
Dr. Drupinski.
Dr. Drupinski. Yes. Shirtless. Okay. White hair, glasses, shirtless.
I'm listening.
Bold letters at the top of the flyer. Tickle me. Okay.
Okay.
Smaller letters underneath, next to Dr. Drew making the my muscles pose.
Showing his Iron Man pose.
And I'm quoting exactly. It pay $179. Okay? So it pay $179.
So Dr. Drew got bad English skills.
Underlined next to that, please practice discretion and wear tickling gloves.
Where does one buy tickling gloves?
I have no idea. The tickling glove store.
Can you Amazon that? Tickling gloves?
Underneath that is, again, shirtless Dr. Drew with his arms crossed, smiling, and it says, electronic money transfer upon sincere giggle. Okay? My name, Jeff.
My name, Jeff.
My name, Jeff. I feel like that's a reference to 22 Jump Street. Contact me on Instantgram to apply.
Oh, Instagram.
Instantgram.
Yeah.
He like instant potatoes.
Next to that is, again, shirtless Dr. Drew and a gentleman who kind of looks like a shirtless Saddam Hussein. It just says across both of their picture, my friend Remy, watch us.
Oh!
So Remy gets to watch.
That sounds like a party right there.
Underneath that, 33 plus only, please. Male/female, okay. Dainty fingers preferred. So, I'm not sure exactly what's happening in all this.
Okay.
What poll
but
and
his
where is this
Instagram is on
I'm
here.
over 33, check.
Yep. You do have some dainty
They're
fingers.
dainty. I gotta get some tickling gloves.
I'll get you his Instagram
Jeff
handle.
and what's the other guy's name?
Jeff and Remy.
Jeff and Remy.
Yeah, that's right.
Remy's gonna watch.
Sounds like we're gonna meet up.
So I'm gonna put this up on the Facebook page so everyone else can enjoy it. It's I'm intrigued.
I'm gonna go do some tickle glove shopping.
I've been thinking you need an upgrade to a new pair.
So we're adding that to Mike's stocking with the earphones.
Tickle gloves.
Fingerless tickle gloves.
I'll check it out on Instagram.
Instagram, yes. But it was one of those I saw it. I'm like, it gets better as you go down.
Yeah.
I have to share this.
You painted a great picture because we didn't see any of the Saddam Hussein's or Dr. Drupinski shirtless stuff. We just had to theater the mind that one. My theater was quite nice.
Just so many questions.
Please tell me they're on a beach because in my dream it's on a beach.
I don't believe they're on a beach. I believe they're just. He looks like he's just. Actually, he's very good at Photoshop because he's completely cleared out anything behind him, and it's just whited in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So enjoy
he's
that.
Just in the perpetude.
That's right.
Was there like a number thing where you could, how they rip the little things, you could take a number?
Mm-hmm.
Are those on there?
None of those on there, no. That would have been great if 2 or 3 tabs had been taken.
I would take one just to see what's going on there. I ain't gonna lie. I'm curious.
Yeah. Well, my kid's school called while that was happening, so I gotta go.
Yeah.
I have things.
Well, make sure they don't see your Amazon tickle glove search.
No.
It is 16 minutes after 8 o'clock. Crystal Noble will join us here in case you haven't figured out from the Roswell Humane Society to give us an update on what's happening there. Also, later on this hour, we'll get you up to date with the news is, the local variety, all that good stuff, sports update, and whatever else we can come up with for this hour of the show. Before we do any of that, though, let's go ahead and take a gander at your weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Cool high pressure moving in today. We'll have sunshine, might be a little bit breezy and fairly cool. Our high stays in the mid-50s, upper 20s to low 30s and clear for the overnight hours. Warming up a little bit on Thursday. It should be a sunny day, our high in the mid-60s, and then Friday we're back to the upper 50s and sunny. Looks good for the upcoming weekend. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Steve. Currently, 39 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 55%. Winds, currently, they're out of the north at 12 miles per hour. We're looking at a cooler day. Not really cooler compared, but this is our little dip into the temps here today. Sunny skies, 58 are expected high today. Winds will be out of the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, skies will be clear. Looking at an overnight low of 28 degrees with south winds at around 5 miles per hour. Thursday, sunny, back up into the mid-60s, 66 for a high. Winds will be out of the northeast at around 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, mostly clear, overnight low of 30, and winds will be out of the north at around 5 miles per hour. Friday, right around 60 for a high. They say 59 officially, but yeah, we'll just call that 60. Winds will be out of the south at around 5 miles per hour. Friday night, mostly clear, overnight low of 30, and then warming up for the weekend. And looks like the first half of your Christmas week as well. For Saturday, we're looking at sunny skies, 67 for a high. Sunday, more of the exact same, sunny and 67. Monday, mostly sunny, 67. And then Christmas Eve, sunny and 66. And that's as far as I got for weather there. I'll tell you Christmas tomorrow. All right, it is 18 minutes after 8 o'clock. We're going to take a 3-minute break. Quick commercial break. Also, your Mannheim Steamroller 12 Days of Christmas feature. We'll play that here for you as well. And then on the other side, Crystal Noble will join us with the Humane Society. Don't go away.
Plan your escape during the Getaway Sales Event at Roswell Hyundai. Now through the end of the year, find unbelievable deals across the lot on an amazing selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, including 3.49% APR for up to 48 months on 2024 Palisades, 2.99% APR for up to 60 months on 2025 Santa Cruz, and 0% for up to 48 months on 2024 Tucson and 2025 Santa Fe. Deals so good you can upgrade today and make your next getaway feel more like a holiday. The Getaway Sales Event on now at Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd.
This holiday season, Artesia General Hospital is here to help you stay healthy and enjoy the moments that matter most. Whether it's a routine visit or something unexpected, our caring team is here for you every step of the way, because nothing should keep you from celebrating with the ones you love. Visit artesiageneral.com to see how we can support your health and happiness. From all of us at Artesia General Hospital, happy holidays.
You have a life, places to go, things to do, people to see, but it's hard to enjoy life when you have pain. You don't have to live that way. Softwave Therapy from Premier Chiropractic in Roswell can help you. Softwave's cutting-edge technology is non-invasive and can help your body heal. This new technology uses therapeutic energy waves to activate the body's dormant stem cells to promote natural healing. Sessions are quick with short treatment times. Start healing today. Call Premier Chiropractic at 623-2900 or visit healthyroswell.com.
The Grinch stole Christmas and brought it to Roswell Nissan. Now through December 21st, head for Roswell Nissan and sign up to win free gas for a year. Get 1 entry just for stopping by, 3 entries with a qualified test driver service, and 5 entries with a vehicle purchase. Drawing December 21st at 1:30 p.m. Must be present to win. Get 0 down, no payments for 90 days, and rates as low as 0%. And get a 2018 Murano for just $292 a month, or a 2019 Sentra just $214 a month. Get Grinchy at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
And now here's Chip Davis, founder and musical director of Mannheim Steamroller, with today's Christmas Countdown.
Long ago, Christmas lasted 12 full days, but the Christ child was actually born in the early spring. So why do we celebrate Christmas December 25th? Ancient people invented harvest and winter festivals for their various gods. In Rome, it was for Saturn, their god of agriculture. The Saturnalia was 7 days of revelry, complete with gift exchange. With the coming of Christianity, church elders looked to end all pagan rituals. And since the birth of Christ is not a fixed date in the scriptures, December 25th, the midpoint of Saturnalia, was picked for the new holiday, the Christ Mass, hence Christmas. I'm Chip Davis of Mannheim Steamroller.
This holiday, focus on what truly matters and let Incogni protect your online privacy. Give the gift of security and peace of mind. Incogni.com.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The first toilet being flushed in a motion picture was in the movie Psycho. Mike thought it was Gone with the Wind. Here's Mike Winters.
It's a deep joke if y'all think about it, in many levels.
It
the
really
whole wind
is.
thing, and then think about it. It's a Civil War era movie, Gone with the Wind, flushing toilet. Come on. I mean, it's levels. There's levels there, folks.
There is.
You know, get on my level.
And not the outhouse level.
That's right.
I want the inside.
That's right.
That cold breeze don't always feel so good.
That's right. Not all winds are good winds.
No.
Good morning. It is 22 minutes after 8 o'clock, and Crystal Noble joining us here with the Humane Society here in Roswell. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. Enjoying the cool off.
It is it's nice. It's a little, but I love, this is actually a very nice week of weather. Like, it's getting like 60s, and that's nice.
It is,
and
but
cool
it's
enough.
Christmas. We're supposed to see wintry looking stuff.
Yeah.
Not fall.
I know, but I do dig this.
I'm not saying I don't dig it.
I know,
I'm
but
just saying.
I get what you're saying. I'm like, I should be wearing a winter coat. I should be like, you know,
cold.
Yeah, fireplaces, things like that. Yeah,
snowball fights.
Right. Yeah, and none of that happened. So, but I do have to travel next week, so I really don't want any of that either, because planes can't get where they're supposed to go with the perfect weather now, let alone when they start going bad weather.
Oh, looks like you're going back to Maryland now.
Yeah, next week here we'll leave this. Well, actually, this weekend here, Sunday, we'll head out that way. So, yeah, but of course, the Humane Society. I know we got into a bunch of things, but I'm going to start off right now because we always got to do this at least once during this year. If you are that family that thinks getting a pet for the family for Christmas is a good idea, that's okay. A, if all parties are on board.
Yes.
And B, I know it's fun and it's cute and it makes a great picture, but having the dog or the cat in the box with the holes under the tree is not the way to go with this.
No. And speaking of that, because we do not allow gift giving for adoptions.
Yes.
If somebody is wanting a pet and you don't know what to get them for Christmas, you're more than welcome to help cover their adoption.
Sure. Prepay the costs and all that stuff. Whatever it costs to get them chipped or spayed, you can do all that for them.
Once they're approved.
Yeah, once approved, obviously.
However, as of the 19th, if all adoptions are not finalized, they will resume after Christmas.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because the vets are not doing any surgeries next week.
Makes
and
sense. Friday
is the last day for surgeries.
So you may be on the ball because today's the 18th?
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's mainly so that way we can weed out the people that are, trying to give.
Sure.
And make sure that they're going to a home that everybody in the house is in agreement and they want the
Absolutely.
pet.
I know it's good intentions, but
it really is.
It's a
And
life you're talking about here. This isn't a
if you want
toy.
to, and we always tell everybody, if you want to bring a pet into your house for the holidays, and you have kids and everybody, get a stuffed animal, whether it's a cat or a dog, whatever you're choosing you want to adopt, and then have that as a surprise saying, we will go find a cat at the shelters after the holidays.
Yeah.
This is what you have to look forward to.
Or I would say, or another idea, get creative. If you're going to give them a dog or a cat, maybe put together a gift basket with the treats and the food and maybe some of the starter kit for them.
Right,
of
a leash, collar, dog bed,
maybe
little
that's
things
a
like
good
that.
Idea. Yeah.
But don't rush and go get one because remember, not all animals are going to like your kids. And not all kids are going to do well with certain animals.
Sure.
There are certain kids that do great with dogs and not cats and vice versa.
Sure.
You want to make sure that it's a good fit for your family before bringing it home.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you're creating a part of your family, but it's also, think of this as like your dating matchmaking services. You know what I mean?
Pretty
You're
much, yes.
Like you just don't throw two people in a room to say good luck to you. In essence, that's what you're kind of doing. Here's a dog. Maybe your personalities jive. Maybe they don't. Not my problem. Good luck to you.
Right.
That's what you're kind of doing to them.
Right. And so the easiest way to not do that is to involve everybody in the household. If you have like a family member that, recently lost a pet and they said, I think it's time for a new one. Whenever they're ready, give them a card that says, I will help pay part of your adoption fee or whatever.
Right.
You know, an IOU kind of type thing. And that way, whenever they find the animal that they're ready for, you can be part of it and help them.
You help with all the financial or those ancillary expenses and things. And true. And then another thing, too, is like if you're getting this for your kids and you're, I'm going to teach them responsibility. Awesome. Nothing wrong with that. As long as you, the parent, know that your kid will screw this up and ultimately the sword falls on you. You are the one that has to take care of this pet, make sure its needs are met and all that, because your kid will slip up on that. A bunch or a little, all kids do it. It's what kids do. So there's nothing wrong with that, but you got to remember, you, the parent, are also still the parent.
Yes, you still have to be present and involved and overseeing. That's just like, you know, when you have a toddler and you're potty training them, you know, when they go to the bathroom, you go to the bathroom to make sure that they're actually doing what they're doing and not dunking their head in the toilet.
Right. Right. You brush your teeth. Yeah. So many of that when you're a kid and you're literally standing in the toilet. They're like, you brush your teeth? Yeah, I'm brushing it. Yeah, I know that. Because I was the kid in the toilet.
See? So it is, you know, a great idea to help teach your kids, you know, the responsibilities of pets at a young age.
Absolutely.
And how to take care of them and how to handle them. Yeah. But as you said, you know, you as an adult, you need to be right there with them and don't expect them to take care of it without you being right there.
Absolutely. It's you're also as you're teaching your kid, you're also teaching the dog, and the dog is learning, or the cat, you know, whatever we're talking about here. You know, they're learning too. Your pets adjust to your way of life. That's what they do. Even cats, they do it. But you know, you've got to establish routine. You've got to give them boundaries. You've got to give them, you know, the things they can and can't do, and they're going to learn. They're going to mess up things. They're going to do this stuff. You know, there's a lot of work, and you're raising. Having a pet is raising a child. I mean, the end games and what you're teaching might be a little different, but how they process, how they do it, how they absorb information, and there's a lot of similarities there.
Well, and and so they say, you know, there's a difference. Dogs don't go to school. They do have school for dogs. They have obedience. They have agility. They have different types of things you can enroll your dog in.
Yeah.
Which basically is like doggy college.
Absolutely. Yeah.
A lot cheaper than human college, but you know, and it teaches you, you know, at the same time how to talk to them, how to know if they're understanding what you're commanding. Yeah.
Because you're learning their language, they're learning your language. And that's really what it's about.
And the fun thing is, if you have, let's say you have kids, make that a family thing. I have a friend who, anytime they get a new animal, they go to one of the basic obedience classes, and she has one of her children be the handler. So that way the children learn how to handle the dog and correct the dog.
Otherwise, the handler's teaching the dog how the handler is going to, and the dog won't listen to you.
Right.
Dogs do have a loyalty thing, and they will listen to certain people and certain they won't, depending on what they think of you.
Right. So, you know, think about that. You know, make it a family thing. You know, where everybody's at the class, everybody's learning.
Sure.
And then that way, everybody knows how to communicate to the dog.
But you're also building the bond and trust between the dog and the family member, you know, or the cat and the family. A lot of people don't take cat to training. I get that, but you know what I mean. You're still training at home. You may not have. They're still learning, and that's the beauty of it, because you're also building that bond, and that's the same bond that happens that when those moments in life happen, you're like, oh my gosh, the dog did the thing, you know, and you know how that happens, because of all the training, all the bonding moments that you basically you've created such a relationship with that dog that dog now looks at you like it's family and will treat it like it's one of its family. And if you attack its family, it will defend it. That's what dogs do. And if you do it right, that's what you get. You get that creamy, you know, where it's the most loving thing on the planet. But if something goes down, that dog's going to be the first thing that's going to be there protecting your kids. You know what I mean? And that's, and I know a lot of people like this. I got to have a guard dog and all, but if you're training it to be a guard dog, you're not training it correctly to do what you really want it to do.
No, my sister works from home, and somebody showed up and knocked on the door the other day, and normally all of our dogs are very friendly, docile, and whatever. Toby loves everybody. When Toby growls, It's a whole...
When E.F. Hutton talks, people listen. That's kind of one of those, like, if that dog growls at you...
Pretty much.
That's a red flag.
Pretty much. And she told me, she said, Toby growled and his hackles were up. And Titus, he'll growl, but if he shows all of his teeth, he means business. And so she said, Titus and Toby were both like, you're not coming in this door. And I was like, well, you don't have to worry about somebody hurting you. You've got them right there.
That's your radar.
And Titus is 160 and Toby's almost 70 pounds. Yeah. So,
but I will also say this. You don't need you can have a dog half that size and will be equally as loyal and equally as, you don't need the 160.
Yeah, I have a 6-pound dog who's equally as vicious. She's like, I'm going to shred your ankles.
Yeah. It's just that bond that you build with these.
And you don't have to, train them to bite, attack, or anything like that. When
That's their natural protect mode. You just got to know how to
animal senses somebody is off, they're going to alert you. The animals can read people. Mm-hmm. When a dog doesn't like somebody, that dog has good choice character for good reasons.
Yeah, I'm always been, I'll trust animal intuition over mine 9 times out of 10, almost always on some of that stuff. But then again, people that have been around animals all their life, they know that. You just understand. You get that
right,
thing, and that's what making being a pet owner is fun. So if you want all of that this Christmas, and that's your intent, then get on down here today. You got to get on the ball because you get this done. Otherwise, we'll see you in 2025. But,
pretty much, because right after Christmas is New Year's.
Yeah. Now, that being said, what about thrift store and all that? Is that going to be open here a little later and all that?
That's what I have our holiday hours. Mm-hmm. So if you need anything for Christmas for the thrift store, you have today, tomorrow, Friday, because today's not Thursday.
That's right.
Today's officially new.
Oh, it's new day. Yeah,
it is.
You got 1 hour and 30 minutes till new stuff day.
10 a.m. club.
10 a.m. club. That's
okay.
Right.
So from Wednesday through Saturday, the entire store is going to be half off.
Excellent.
On Saturday only, anything that's left Christmas trees, decorations, whatever
looks
it is.
Christmas, smells like Christmas.
Is going to be 75% off.
Excellent. And by the way, before any of these sales happened, these things were already probably a third of what their value is when they were brand new and all that. And most of the stuff is brand new or like new. And so it's already deeply discounted. So when you come in, today through Friday, you're already getting 50% off on that. And then whatever's left, 75. I mean, you're literally going to walk out of with something for 50 cents probably on Saturday. However, if you're wanting good selection, you want to do all that.
Be there at 10 a.m.
Be here in about an hour and 26 minutes.
Yep. So this is going to be the last week for any thrift shopping.
Okay.
This is the last week. Sorry. This week is going to be the last for any thrift shopping.
Okay.
So Saturday is going to be the last day they open until after Christmas.
Okay.
And that's going to be the same with the kennels.
Excellent. Okay.
So we will be open all this week. And then we're going to be closed Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the day after.
Okay.
So we will reopen on the 27th, both the kennels and the thrift store.
Okay.
And then for New Year's, we're going to be closed New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and then reopen on the 2nd.
Okay. Yeah, and the thrift store is normally closed on Monday anyway. So
right.
It won't be open on Monday either.
No. So normally they're closed Sundays and Mondays and Tuesdays for resorting.
Right.
And so after the 28th, they'll close, and then they'll be reopened on January 2nd. And I was going to say July 2nd. I skipped a whole 6 months.
We're going to be closed for 6 months.
We're going to be closed for 6 months. No, January 2nd, correction.
Very good.
I've already started writing 2025 already, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
Good for you. I'm usually that guy that's writing 2024 into February.
No. Once it comes 2025, I'm going to be like 2022, 2024. I can't get my years right.
Yeah.
So we will be closed the eves and then the days of.
Okay.
And then the day after on the 2nd, we will reopen.
Very good. So basically, they push New Stuff Day back, 2 days next week? Basically. Instead of Wednesday, it'll be Friday.
Yes.
And then on the week after, instead of Wednesday, it'll be Thursday.
Yes. And so if you need anything like last-minute stuff, last-minute gifts, they still have a lot of brand new stuff that's in boxes, never opened, never used, deeply discounted, like you said, and it's already going to be even more discounted.
So real great gifts that if you're and by the way, some of this stuff, like you said, hundreds of dollars, you're getting it for $30, $50, depending on what it is, It's really just, I don't care who you are, what your income is, what it is, walk in there first before you go into the other places, because why would you not? You know?
We have great furniture selection. Somebody donated a 70-inch flat screen TV.
Amazing.
70-inch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my walls aren't that big.
I was gonna say, but and you probably paid what, $2,000 for that new, and you probably get it for what, a third of that at the thrift store.
I think they had it for $250.
Exactly. I think that'll get you what, about a 40-inch new one nowadays, maybe.
Roundabout,
like
yeah.
a low end one, like your Vizio, or one of those ones that are
Roku.
Yeah, one of the ones.
TLC.
Yeah, the ones that are kind of.
I'm all the ones that are up there.
Like the one you see in this room right now.
But they do still have quite a bit of stuff. And if you're the craft person who likes to make your wreaths, they have a lot of the plain, just the no decorated wreaths.
Okay.
So you've already got the greenery started, and you can just go in and fill it in.
Your little acorns or ribbons and bows and things that you want, or pine cones. That's what I meant. Not acorns, pine cones. That's what I meant. You got that kind of stuff. You can, create your own little wreaths and do your stuff with. So if you love your craft stuff, pick up craft supplies.
They have it there.
Maybe you're done your Christmas making for 2024, but you can keep it in the, keep it in your, wherever you store your crafts. Because I know, as people that craft, my mom was one of them, you have some kind of craft closet, bin, you have some place where you keep ideas of future.
Right. You're like, at one point in time, I am going to use that.
So if you need some wreaths for maybe some ideas of future, come on down and grab
And there's a lot of people that do wreaths that aren't just for holidays. Like Christmas, sorry.
There's spring wreaths or fall wreaths or summer wreaths. Yeah, I've seen those.
They have the 4th of July wreaths and all of that stuff. So they're a blank canvas, and you can basically make it what you want.
Yeah, put your own stank on it. So, but again, stuffing stock up on or whatever you want to do, and I'm telling you too, if for folks, especially young folks that are just fresh out of college, fresh out of school, and you're starting your first professional careers, and you got to do a wardrobe change a little bit because you look like me most of the day, t-shirts and sweatpants. And you're like, you need something with a button up, something with a tie maybe, or a dress, something that's...
You need something a little bit more nicer.
I get it. You go into the stores, and next thing you know, holy cow, it's $400 for a suit. And that's not even like a high-end suit. That's just for like a garden variety suit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or a dress. You're like, well, that's a $200 dress here. And you're like, I got to buy 5 of these? And they're like, oh, man. Go to the thrift store, and you will find the same suits, the same dresses, the same business attire. That's $5, $10.
Yep.
And you can look just as professional, and you didn't spend your first 3 paychecks trying to get wardrobe before you even get your paycheck.
Right.
And
you're not in debt before you have a job.
Exactly. That's the way to go. That's how. And you know what? This is how families make it. This is a lot of young people, and you see the way in the world, like, I can't afford a house. I can't do all this. I'm like, you got to remember, you're seeing your parents and you're seeing these folks when they got successful. They've had years of jobs and promotions, and they've when they started, when they were your age now. They literally were eating ramen. They were like, if you were around, because my age, I'm like, I remember going to like your Wendy's just to get the fixins bar, what I mean? To hit the lettuce, to hit the, or, and certainly going to the thrift stores and buying, things that you need that are expensive, buying them secondhand. And to be honest, some of that best stuff is that way. It lasts longer sometimes. It lasts, you know what I mean? And
the little cushion is broken. Yeah. You got your...
Yeah,
spot.
I mean, this is how you make it. This is how you do it. And I know Christmas right now is probably, for folks that are already on a budget, this time of year just kills that budget. And you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't even know how I'm going to get the kids this and that. The thrift store can help you out with this stuff. If you're dealing with some of these things, come in for the visit. Do some shopping. Do some, get the Christmas, all the stuff you're hoping for, but you can't. You could literally get a lot of it done through thrift stores. And if you don't see what you want in the Humane Society one, I invite you to go to the Refuge's thrift store and all the other thrift stores in town too. And
there's probably a good portion of Roswell that comes in and out of thrift stores.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a good portion of people that donate, and then they come in and they shop right after they donate.
Yeah.
And the majority of the stuff that I have is secondhand.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing. Absolutely not.
You can use it, and until it gets you by for whatever you need. Until
I mean, obviously, draw the line on certain things.
Yes.
Socks, underwear. These are things you should not buy used.
I agree. I do concur.
Outfits, clothing, suits, jackets, shirts, pants, shoes, all these things. Yeah. But yeah, undergarments, buy news on that. But I get it. Especially if you use I need a suit, a funeral, wedding, I get it. And you're like, I'm not paying $500 for a suit I'm not going to probably wear again for another 10 years. Go on down to the thrift store. Probably find a suit very similar to what you're looking at, $40-$50.
Right. And then you use it, and then you can redonate it back and let somebody else get the one-time use. And
And also I get, too, that those dang suits keep shrinking on you. You buy the suit, and they can only let out so much. I've learned. And then... and you need another one. So, but if you're dealing with that kind of stuff, thrift store, got you covered. You're like, man, I need these. Like shoes. Shoes are expensive, especially dress shoes. You easily drop $100 on dress shoes,
if not more.
Yeah, easy. And that's the low end, high end. You know what I mean? They got them at the thrift store, and you probably buy $10 maybe.
I bought a pair of Michael Kors slip-on shoes at the thrift store that were never used.
Yeah,
I was like, $25.
$25. What are they? $150 probably.
Like $225.
$225. Okay, yeah. That's my point.
Now I will tell you, they are not comfortable. They were not pre-broken.
Yeah, well, that's probably what happened. They probably put them on, and these are uncomfortable, and they were worn one time for one thing. Do you have jewelry and stuff too? Like if people do jewelry and things like that?
They do.
Is that
they have the costume jewelry, and then anything that's not costume and more value, they have in the little display case. Excellent. And you can ask for it, and they'll show you.
Yeah. Readers, if you got readers in your family, great selection of books for kids, adults, everybody, and it's well organized. And it's like a library. If you want to find things, it's like a library. You can find them. You don't have to rummage through piles of books.
It is actually alphabetized like a library.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. So I invite you. Come on down. They're going to open here in about an hour and 15 minutes here. So
yeah, be part of the 10 o'clock club.
Yeah. Sorry, 10 o'clock club. If you get a few more eyeballs today, I'm sorry because I'm sure.
Bring them donuts. They'll let you in.
If you're not new to the 10 o'clock club, they do have a pecking order. Respect their pecking order and then go right in behind.
But bring donuts. They'll let you in.
Yeah. You bring gifts. Then you schmooze it, and they might even let you cut. You never know.
They might be like, oh, go ahead. Right here.
Do they have a particular...
The majority of the time, they park and sit on the pole right outside the door, and then as soon as the door opens, they just start funneling in.
They got a routine, I'm sure.
And it's like whoever gets there first gets first dibs by the door.
Yeah, I'm sure it's there. I feel like there's a hierarchy. There's an establishment. They all know each other.
Mm-hmm. Because they're outside. They gaggle. They talk.
They know. And so... if you want to be new to the group, come in and bring some coffee or cocoa or some cookies or some donuts or something. Next thing you know, you're the president of the club, I'm guessing.
Right. They're gonna be like, I nominate you. I second that.
Nice donuts. You get to move up one spot in the line. Very good.
You went from treasurer to vice president.
That's right. But please utilize that. And here's the beauty of all this: every time you're in there spending money, every dime of that goes back to those animals in that shelter and making sure that they have everything they need to find their hopefully future forever home.
And then if you have gone by any of the angel trees and taken a tag off, this is going to be the last week to drop off stuff before Christmas.
Yeah. How many are out there? Is there still some out there?
There are. Roswell Seed, Tascosa, Ace Hardware, Pioneer North. Hold on, I have to count them on my fingers. Ryan Breedike's office.
Okay.
And then we have an angel tree inside the lobby. And then South Springs Animal Hospital has our angel tags on their tree.
Excellent. If you're not familiar with the angel tree concept, it's kind of a trend during this time of year. The angel trees for the Humane Society, you come by any of those locations and you'll see a tree with like the ornamental little things. Pick it off and it's just needs of the Humane Society. And if you'd like to support the Humane Society, you can go to one of these trees and pick something up there and go purchase it and bring it to the Humane Society. That way you know that your donation will be useful, beneficial, and be exactly what the Humane Society needs.
Yeah, our main needs are what are on the tags right now.
Very good. Yeah, so if you'd like to, if you're thinking, well, I'd like to make it, and of course, if you don't feel like doing the trees and want to make a monetary donation, there's nothing wrong with that.
That does.
Because there is a lot of times where there's ancillary costs where you're like, oh, we're out of litter, we need to go buy a pile of litter, or we got vet bills to pay, or we're out of food or we're out of whatever, cleaning supplies.
Here soon we will be starting a fundraiser drive for a transportation vehicle.
Okay.
We've received a couple of grants, just not enough to cover the entire cost of it. So,
and this is to funnel animals up to Albuquerque or when they find because Roswell, we're so bad at being responsible pet owners that we are a factory for other communities to adopt animals. We actually supply animals to cities way larger than us because they don't have enough for their shelter.
Because they have better spay-neuter laws and they enforce it way better than we do.
And I'm laughing, but it's sad that we have to deal with this. And so this is the thing we have to do. So please, we got a few minutes here. It is the season. You're probably going to be out in the Walmart parking lots and see the puppy mill guy out there.
Call it in and report it.
Call and report it. Call in if you see things that are doing this stuff. And to be honest, if you aren't willing to accept that pet as a member of your family and you're willing to bring it inside at night or, treat it as a family member, if you're not willing to do all that, then maybe adopting a pet's not your thing. Yeah. Maybe find something else that you're into. But if you're not willing to, and I get it. Some people, I have dogs and cats, and you live out in the county, and I have a barn cat. I'm not, there's a place and time for certain things and all that. But the Humane Society, when they're adopting pets out to families, they want these pets to be forever homes. They don't want these to be barn cats and things like that. They want these cats to be indoor cats that live as part of your family. They want these dogs to have fenced-in yards that live in, that aren't,
and if you are in need of a barn cat, we do have people that call in and say, hey, I've got a plethora. Yeah. Do you know anybody?
Sure.
So
you can make those connections.
I can.
But the animals that are calling the Humane Society home, these are all family pets. That's what they're destined to be. And so if you're not willing to make these members of your family, then maybe you shouldn't be shopping at the Humane Society. Now, at least at the thrift store, please do. Go shop there. But as far as shopping for pets, maybe you shouldn't be doing that. That's just my thoughts. Because
I agree.
Anything other than that is part of the problem that we're dealing with right now.
It is. When I have to make arrangements to transport animals out of state, it's getting too bad.
Yep. And unfortunately, you get people that want to breed them and do it, and they have no earthly idea what they're doing. And that is way more harm than good. I'm not talking, breeders. There's certain folks that do that right and do everything by the book, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's so many others that just
there's too much backyard breeding.
They watch TLC for an hour, and next thing you know, they're dog breeders. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, exactly. If you're doing it correct, permits and health tests and all of that, then sure, by all means, and do it responsibly. Don't overbreed, but if you're just, I want to get a first litter, I'm going to get beautiful puppies, that kind of nonsense.
You're looking for a cash grab with your dog?
Stop
it. And unfortunately, that's what we're dealing with a lot of. And here's the other rub. The grass isn't greener. Ain't no one paying $300 for your puppies at Walmart parking lot.
Nope.
Nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to do any of that. And to be honest, the people that do pay that kind of money, they're literally going out to the thing. They're seeing paperwork. It's like buying a house. It's not just going down and adopting a dog.
Right.
It's a little different process.
Yes.
There might even be insurance involved because of the numbers in which you're spending for said dog.
Right.
It's kind of, for me, it's a little over the top, but to each his own. As long as they ain't hurting the animals, I don't care.
Yeah. Just, if you're not doing it legit and you're not doing it correctly, don't be doing it.
Sure. Exactly. And unfortunately, you guys you have to pick up the pieces of when these things go wrong. And you see it on a daily basis. And that's why it's, if you can't adopt an animal, please support the Humane Society. Go to the thrift store. Come in, even if you're an animal lover, but because you live in an apartment and you can't own a dog or whatever, come volunteer. Come down and sit and meet with the animals. Weather like this, we can take them on walks and stuff like this. But even when the weather's bad, even coming and bringing the dogs, and they can go into the meet and greet room and just roll around the floor with the dogs for a little bit. The more the dogs get to do that, the more adoptable they become. So you're doing your part to help get these animals good homes by doing it.
You are.
And it probably is good for your own mental health too. I know I feel better after having a hard day, and you kind of float. You know what I mean? Playing with the dogs on the floor, you kind of puts you in a better mind space sometimes.
Their tongues, their kisses, they go in places that you don't want them to. Keep mouth closed.
Yeah, you might get violated.
Keep mouth closed.
But to me, that's why I love like programs like they do at the library, where they bring like the CASA or the DA dogs down and let the kids read to them. I think that's what you're supposed to do, you know?
Right.
Because it really it's so beneficial for the kids from the reading side, but at the same time, it makes our next animal lovers too, and our next, I'm gonna guess all those kids that do this, they're gonna be, their families are pet owners. You know what I mean? It's all good stuff. That's where it's at.
It really is. When you expose them more and more and teach them better behaviors, it helps.
Absolutely. That being said, even though the Humane Society for adoptions will pretty much wrap up after tomorrow here, if you're talking with your family, I know get family over holidays, and this is like, hey, maybe we're talking about. I do invite you to check out the website, roswellhumane.org. You can see every animal that is calling the Humane Society home right now. If there is a not available next to it, that means they're in quarantine.
Yes.
And they're in quarantine because either they're not at weight, they are awaiting vaccinations, or they're new to the facility and they want to make sure they're not going to bring anything that's going to spread to the rest of the population. So there's very reasons. It does not mean they're adopted. It just means they're not ready for public adoption.
Once they are adopted, we take them off the website.
Disappear off totally. So.
Yeah, so.
While you're there, I also invite you to become a member of the Humane Society.
Yes, new dues start 2025.
Mm-hmm.
So you can pay now for 2025.
Yeah.
You can do it online. You can come inside the kennels and pay. Yeah. You can mail it in.
We'll have an excuse to come pet the dogs. Come on down and do it.
I need to go pay my dues, so I need to go take care of this. So and then you come down and you get a little kitty and dog time.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. They love your visits, and I'm sure you'd kind of dig it too. So, but and anything and every level of membership available. Your pets, your kids, your mom, everybody can be members at the Humane Society at various levels. As a member, you do get there's meetings and get to say in the stuff, but really your support is your membership. You get the newsletters to stay up to date on what's going on at the Humane Society, but that your membership supports keeping that building open, making sure those pets have a warm, safe place to be until they can find their forever.
Yes,
that's what you're doing. So please consider being a member.
Yes.
Or maybe that's the Christmas gift. You want to adopt a dog? Say, I just got your membership at the Humane Society. Come on, in January we'll go find a dog. Maybe that's your intro to give them that you're getting.
Good idea.
Yeah. Now you're helping everybody.
Give the gift of memberships.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Is there anything we missed, Crystal?
I don't think so. I think we got it.
Good deal. Well, excellent. Well, I guess if I don't see you between now and Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Safe travels.
Yeah. And you're in town this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm. I'm be at the kennels.
You can't get into trouble abroad.
Nope. I cannot get into trouble when I'm stuck in town. Well, I probably could, but I'm not going to go looking for it.
I got to ask, did John get yelled at after Monday?
Yeah.
I kind of thought. She was telling stories like, I don't know if she's going to want people hearing this stuff, but
I left. I told Melissa, really, out of all the stories from my first trip to California, that's the one you had to tell.
And I'm laughing. I'm like, but I'm thinking, he's so in trouble later.
And then, and not only him, but, Mr. We play stupid to make y'all feel better. Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, I did let out a secret that they don't know already.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. My wife didn't say anything about that. I don't think she was listening.
Oh, I'll send her a text.
I'm not saying now she knows.
Kim, go watch Mondays.
That's all right. Well, thank you, Crystal.
Thank you. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, you too. And please, anything we can do to help, let us know.
We will.
Good deal. All right, 8:55. Let's pause for news and a quick break before more news. Don't go away.
Now for your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. A woman accused of killing her girlfriend has been arrested in Chavez County. 21-year-old Alexis Saines was jailed Tuesday after police said she removed her ankle monitor and failed to show up for court. Saines is accused of killing her 19-year-old girlfriend, Adeha Baca, by running her down with a car last year. Police said Baca was trying to escape a domestic fight when Saines stepped on the gas and ran her down. Saines is now jailed in Chavez County. Attention New Mexicans who were affected by the storms and flooding in Roswell and Chavez County. Don't wait any longer to apply for FEMA disaster assistance. The deadline to apply for help is now less than 2 weeks away, January 2nd. Homeowners and renters impacted by the storms and flooding who live in Chavez County have until Thursday, January 2nd to apply. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Cool high pressure moving in today. We'll have sunshine, might be a little bit breezy and fairly cool. Our high stays in the mid-50s, upper 20s to low 30s, and clear for the overnight hours. Warming up a little bit on Thursday. It should be a sunny day, our high in the mid-60s, and then Friday we're back to the upper 50s and sunny. Looks good for the upcoming weekend. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Hey, Roswell and surrounding areas. Roswell Ford Sales is back home at our dealership at 821 North Main Street. We're closing in on our 2024 sales goals, and we'll do whatever it takes to make a deal during the year-end sales event at Roswell Ford, where you'll get huge savings, more for your trade, and rates as low as 0% APR. Shipments of new and quality pre-owned vehicles are arriving daily, so you can upgrade for less. If you're upside down in your loan or stuck in your lease, Roswell Ford wants to get you low leased, even if you owe thousands more than your trade is worth. Worried your credit is on the naughty list? Roswell Ford has partnered with the most aggressive lenders that will push to approve you today, even with bad or no credit. Plus, we have a great selection of low mileage, one-owner pre-owned vehicles, all in prime condition, starting at just $10,000. Lower prices, exceptional trade-in values, and a better buying experience. Get on board at Roswell Ford with new management and a whole new attitude. 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell, or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance plus tax, title, and license with approved credit.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
The weather is changing, and what is cooler than being at the Cow? Well, we can't think of anything. The Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop in Roswell is your authorized Brothers Sewing Machine dealer for Southeast New Mexico, and they're all on sale right now at the Calico Cow. New fabric styles for fall are here, and holiday and Christmas fabrics continue to arrive daily. If you're still stitched to your own machine and you just want a tune-up, call for in-house maintenance, 575-639-2586. The Calico Cow Fabric Gift Shop, 200 East College in Roswell. Want to know how? Come see the Cow.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. U-Haul is the world's largest advertiser in the Yellow Pages. Too bad millennials don't know what the Yellow Pages are. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is closing in on 9 o'clock. Town Hall News is up next. Stay tuned next hour, about 9:15 or so. We'll have the folks from the Chamber of Commerce join us, Andrew Moore, Gary Thrine. We'll get an update on what's happening through the Roswell Chamber and probably what's on tap for to start the 2025 year as well, too. So all that coming up next hour. We'll be back on the other side of news. Do not go away. Por favor.
On air and online, this is Roswell's home for talk radio. KEND Roswell.
Breaking news this hour at townhall.com. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Israeli troops will continue to occupy a buffer zone inside of Syria.
Netanyahu on Tuesday toured the Syrian side of a buffer zone in the Golan Heights. Now, this area has been demilitarized for the past 50 years, but last week, Israeli troops moved into that buffer zone following the ouster of Syria's longtime president, Bashar Assad. Netanyahu has said that this move is meant to be temporary and is defensive in nature, but in a videotaped statement made on Syria's highest mountain, Mount Hermon, Netanyahu said the Israeli presence would continue for some time.
This correspondent Joe Fetterman reporting. Congressional leaders have unveiled a stopgap spending bill meant to keep the federal government up and running through March 14th. Ben Thomas reports the bill contains significant outlays for emergency aid for hurricane victims and farmers.
Speaker Mike Johnson.
We have to be able to help those who are in these dire straits.
Net farm income is projected to decline 4.1% this year after falling 19.4% the year before. but from record highs in 2022.
That is correspondent Ben Thomas. GOP Representative Tom McClintock of California says authorities will soon have the resources they need to better secure the border.
The American people have finally given us the tools to secure our border, and this administration, under Trump, is fully prepared to do so. President Trump proved that simply enforcing laws can produce secure borders.
Congressman Tom McClintock of California is a member of the House Border Security Caucus. It's been pretty good showing so far on Wall Street. The Dow Jones Industrial Average right now is up by 240 points, 44,207. The S&P 500 up by 20. The NASDAQ up 35. More from townhall.com.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. Their prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low you can't find these fares published anywhere. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, they can help you get there cheaply and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call right now for the lowest travel prices anywhere and for great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 866-755-5300. That's 866-755-5300. Again, that's 866-755-5300. Call us right now.
The U.S. government has dedicated its more than $1 billion new embassy in Mexico some 2 years late. We get more details from correspondent Lisa Dwyer.
More than 2 years after it was originally scheduled to be completed and more than $1 billion, the U.S. has now dedicated its new embassy in Mexico. The dedication comes as President-elect Donald Trump is set to return to the White House next month. Trump has promised mass deportations and threatened Mexico with crippling tariffs if it does not do more to control immigration and drug trafficking. Trump has proposed Ambassador Ron Johnson as the next ambassador to Mexico. Johnson was U.S. ambassador to El Salvador during Trump's first term. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
And the government broke ground on the new embassy in February of 2018. It is the country's largest embassy anywhere in the world. Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com. The world's largest maker of batteries for electric vehicles says it will get into battery swapping in China in a big way.
The idea behind battery swapping is to refuel quickly, similar to filling a conventional car with gas. Instead of waiting for the batteries to recharge, one swaps out the old ones with a block of fresh ones at a swap station. China-based CATL announced plans to open 1,000 swap stations in China next year, including Hong Kong and Macau, with a long-term goal of 10,000 stations built with partners.
As correspondent Jeremy House reporting, Barcelona's subway system is using regenerative braking to help power both its convoys and also recharge electric cars at street level. 16 subway stations in the Spanish city are equipped so that the energy from the regenerative braking system on the train can also help power those chargers for electric cars. You'll find more on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Crazy Inviernos.
Of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell Talk FM. Happy 1 week before Christmas.
It's been
the Wednesday that makes it officially 1 week away from Christmas.
Yes. I've come to the part of the holiday season that I'm not a fan of.
Mm-hmm.
I have to rap.
What's your rapping skills like? Are you do you consider yourself a good rapper, a poor rapper, or
based
an
on what
rapper?
I'm talking about being the worst part of the holiday season? What do you think?
Well, people hate it, but could be good at it.
I'm
like my wife isn't a fan of it, but she's very efficient.
I'm not bad at it. I just I hate doing it.
Yeah,
because I tend to I'll undercut. Or I overcut and just put too much on it, and then the fold over doesn't quite look right. It's all long and kind of wonky. I'm not artful when it comes to. I'm just trying to cover it in paper because, and this is probably more just knowing what's going to happen. They're going to tear it away and never think about it again.
That is quintessential dude brain thinking.
Yeah,
right there. And I am of that ilk as well.
If it looks bad in a spot, I'm going to put a bow where that spot is.
Yeah. I hate rapping.
Mm-hmm.
I am god awful at rapping. I can't make two folds the same to save my life when it comes to rapping.
Mm-hmm.
I rap. I do try.
Right.
I do try. I don't literally just don't put the bowling ball and put paper and duck in some scotch tape and call it good.
Right.
I do try to fold and make the folds look like I knew what I was doing. They never are even. They're never right.
Mm-hmm.
They're never like one's gonna. I always have an extra piece I don't know what to do with. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will do it, but I usually will only be like, oh, it's only a couple gifts. And if it's more than that, then I'm either bagging it with tissue, or I will go to the mall and I will pay the high school cheerleaders or football team or whoever does their gift wrapping thing, because that is money well spent. I will go up there and say, here's bags of stuff. Here's $30. God bless you for wrapping these for me.
I'll put it this way. I only wrap gifts at Christmas time.
Yeah.
Every other gift I give,
it's a bag with
I'm
tissue.
going to a bag with tissue paper. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get, and thank goodness for the Hallmark Corporation seeing the people's needs, because they sell bags in all different shapes and sizes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm that bag guy.
Is that a Toyota? That's a Toyota.
Not the vehicle.
No. So but I will say this, and they're not real popular in this part of the world, like in America. They never really jumped on the concept of the Christmas cracker, which is big in Canada, Britain, other places. It's basically just a long present, and the idea is one person grabs one and one person grabs the other, and whoever gets the bigger end gets the gift inside.
Like a wishbone.
Kinda. But I like to wrap my presents like that. Kind of like a giant Werther's original. I'm just going to twist the paper on either end.
Everything looks like a Tootsie Roll.
Exactly. It's just a giant square box. And I would argue, if we're talking about dude logic, most of their gifts I ordered off Amazon, they're already wrapped. They came in a box.
This is true.
I mean, the whole point of the wrap is for the reveal.
Right.
So
under your tree, just a bunch of brown Amazon
just
boxes?
a bunch of boxes.
I'm good with that. I don't care. I mean, that's where I'm at. I'm like, I got to be honest. This is the side that drives me nuts with Christmas. Is I get it. I get tradition. I get all that, but sometimes we lose our ever-loving mind making sure that this is the perfect fold or this is the perfect thing. And I'm like, I think we're missing the big picture. I think this is about the time with your family, celebrating the actual reason for the season and the birth of Jesus and everything else. And so I think sometimes we just, what ruined the holiday? It's usually because somebody overdid things and didn't work out the plan, and someone had a thing, and you know what? If the turkey didn't come out right or the beef or whatever, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
If the Christmas present looks like that thing fell down the steps before because your wrap job's god awful, so what?
Exactly. And that's the thing, is they're not going to remember the wrap job. they're probably not even going to remember the present 6 months from now. What they remember is the experience.
And to be honest, they'll remember the story, if nothing else. Remember when Bob gave you that? And it's like, remember when he wrapped it in? I think it was fish paper. You know what I mean?
I live my life by that edict. Yeah. There's a song, and the chorus of the song says, 100 bad days made 100 good stories. And 100 good stories makes me interesting at parties. So, yeah, I mean, every bad experience that I've ever had, 2 or 3 years from then, it's like, remember that one time when that was messed up?
You know, that's kind of the... By the way, and someone made an excellent point, speaking of Christmas and all this, and they're right. You know, now that we're 'tis the season and Christmas Vacation, that movie's on at 24/7. You can't really turn on a TV right now and Christmas Vacation or Elf or any of these movies are on someplace. Someone made a point about Christmas Vacation, and they are spot on.
Okay.
What kind of sociopath lets both their in-laws hang out for a week before Christmas at their house?
That is true. That is way too much family time. Yeah.
I mean, Jiminy, Christmas, that's a long time to be hanging out at Christmas.
You don't really think about it
before Christmas even happens.
And admittedly, you want as much of Doris Roberts on your screen as possible, so that's why it was done that way. But you're absolutely right. No family in their right mind. Even when I go home for Thanksgiving, and I love my sister, my brother-in-law, my nieces and nephews, by about the second, maybe third day, I can absolutely feel that my presence in the home has completely eradicated their normal routine existence. Yeah. And I'm like, I need to leave.
Yeah. I was just, but and someone put it out there. I was like, that is spot on. What kind of crazy person would let this happen for that long?
The blessing.
Now, I get it, Cousin Eddie just showed up, but the others were premeditated.
Yeah. Eddie does just sort of like drift in out of nowhere.
Yeah, Cousin Eddie shows up, but the others were premeditated, so that's on them.
I don't know. Cousin Eddie.
Yeah. But quite frankly, he's the best part of the movie. I don't care what anybody says. To this day, Cousin Eddie's the makes that movie.
It's funny. Every year around this time, I always giggle because there's a men's health product line out called Hims, and every time they run ads, I always think of Ruby Sue from Vacation.
Hims
Ricks. Don't talk like that. You're right. Hims rocks.
I believe there's a company called Hers too. So
there is,
And I think they not the exact products, but types of products that women need. So.
Exactly. they target the needs of their individual.
Not for hair or other parts, but for other things. Yeah.
It's the 9 o'clock hour. It's fine. Kids are in school.
That's right. Yeah.
If you're not, why aren't you in school?
Point it is, Clark Griswold's a crazy man for allowing his in-laws to. That was the point of that. So,
Happy Hanukkah.
We do have the folks in the chamber here to join us. We probably should get the hour going. They will join us here, give us an update. Also, this hour will get you up to date with news is local. I'll try to work in that Cowboys report since you're going to the Super Bowl and all.
This is their year. I can feel it.
They beat one team and like, there's a chance we're still in. I'm like, come on, guy.
They actually won a game.
Yeah, they won a game, and now they think they're going to be in the playoffs and go in the Super Bowl again. And like, come on, guy.
Come on, guy.
You've been drinking the Cooper Rush Kool-Aid. It is 9:14. Here is your weather. Come on, guy.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Cool high pressure moving in today. We'll have sunshine, might be a little bit breezy and fairly cool. Our high stays in the mid-50s, upper 20s to low 30s and clear for the overnight hours. Warming up a little bit on Thursday. It should be a sunny day, our high in the mid-60s, and then Friday we're back to the upper 50s and sunny. Looks good for the upcoming weekend. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 43 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 49%. Winds are currently out of the north at 9 miles per hour. Today's that little dip in the weather, and it's just a tiny dip. Sunny, 58 for our high today. Winds will be out of the north at around 5 miles per hour. Tonight, clear skies. Overnight low of 28. South winds, that's what messed me up. When you get old, your eyes get worse. So the words get tinier, too. I swear they're shrinking them. Winds out of the south at around 5 miles per hour. Thursday, we're back up into the mid-60s, sunny and 66. Winds out of the northeast at around 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, clear, overnight low of 30. Friday, I'm gonna call it 60. They're saying 59, sunny and 59, but really it's 60. Winds will be out of the south at around 5 miles per hour. And then warming up for the weekend, Saturday, sunny and 67. Sunday, also sunny and 67. Monday, sunny and 67. And then Christmas Eve on Tuesday, sunny and 66. So I'll tell you Christmas tomorrow when it shows up on the report here. But looking like it's going to be pretty nice weather here to start the Christmas week. All right, 9:16. We're going to take a 3-minute break. Then we'll officially have Gary and Andrea join us from the Roswell Chamber. Don't go away.
The Grinch stole Christmas and brought it to Roswell Nissan. Now through December 21st, head for Roswell Nissan and sign up to win free gas for a year. Get 1 entry just for stopping by, 3 entries with a qualified test driver service, and 5 entries with a vehicle purchase. Drawing December 21st at 1:30 p.m. Must be present to win. Get 0 down, no payments for 90 days, and rates as low as 0%. And get a 2018 Murano for just $292 a month, or a 2019 Sentra just $214 a month. Get Grinchy at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
Check out some of the Christmas bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Cans of Campbell's Cream of Chicken or Mushroom Soups are 5 for $5, and select bags of Pick Sweet steamable vegetables are 99 cents each. In produce, green asparagus is $2.77 a pound, and juicy jumbo oranges are 99 cents a pound. In the meat department, Cook's shank portion hams are 97 cents a pound, and family packs of bone-in standing rib roasts are $6.99 a pound. These are just some of the Christmas bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
This holiday season, make your Christmas magical with Honey Depot, your one-stop shop for all things festive. Deck the halls with our charming Christmas decorations that will make your home sparkle. Spice up the Christmas meal with our baking goods and cookware. Keep warm with the best selection of clothing and pajamas. Our children's toys will illuminate young minds and bring endless joy, along with hilarious stocking stuffers that will have everyone laughing. Visit Honey Depot today and make Christmas the most magical one yet. Open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 5:30, and Sunday from 1 to 6 at 104 West Hermosa Drive in Artesia. Merry Christmas from all of us to all of you.
Registration for the spring semester is on now at ENMU Roswell. A great career in healthcare, arts and sciences, or technical trades is waiting for you. Now's the time to skill up and get certified. Register today for spring 2025 classes and talk with an advisor. Log on to roswell.enmu.edu. ENMU Roswell, success starts here.
Success starts here. ENMU Roswell.
This holiday season, Artesia General Hospital is here to help you stay healthy and enjoy the moments that matter most. Whether it's a routine visit or something unexpected, our caring team is here for you every step of the way, because nothing should keep you from celebrating with the ones you love. Visit artesiageneral.com to see how we can support your health and happiness. From all of us at Artesia General Hospital, happy holidays.
'Tis the season for Santa Bucks at Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply. Stop by and draw from Santa's bag for cash off your purchase in the clothing department. Celebrate Customer Appreciation Month for the entire month of December with 20% off everything in the clothing department. You'll save big on brands like Wrangler, Ariat, Kimes, Cinch, Bernay, Tasha, Polizzi, and Dear John Denim. Hats from Resistol, Stetson, American Hooey, and Twister. Also buy $50 in gift cards and take a $10 gift card for yourself. Don't miss out on these amazing deals at Roswell Livestock and Farm Supply, 1105 East 2nd. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from our family to yours.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Turtles can breathe through their butts. We imagine you know some people who do that too, because that's where their heads reside. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 20 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning, now officially, of course, Andrew Moore and Gary Thrine with the Roswell Chamber of Commerce back with us. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
How, are y'all ready for Christmas, first off?
As ready as we're going to be.
Personally, I guess, you know.
Close to prepared.
Good deal.
As close as we're going to get.
I got a funny feeling, Gary, you're kind of a big Christmas guy, aren't you? You probably have your set Christmas things you like to do as your family every year. I just feel like you're a guy that you kind of get into Christmas a little bit.
Yes, and well, you can tell by the hat.
Well,
you're and the tie.
We'll go Scotch tape hat today because of all the wrapping.
No, this is my hat that I wear from Thanksgiving to New Year's.
The official
it's
season.
The only time of year I can actually wear it. So
well, you can. Just people look at you funnier, I guess. Although you could pull that off more than, like, say, a Santa hat in July. Like, if you had a red outfit, like if you red coat, you could get away with your red coat outfit with that hat.
Right.
Yeah.
I could. In fact, I did for the banquet. We got our red coat luncheon this last Thursday.
Yeah.
And so I
So I think you could squeak it out of the season if you needed to. If you get a hankering to wear it. But good. So, but you got. Are you going out of town? Family come town, or vice versa?
No,
or anything?
Running a business is tough. Operational demands change fast, and keeping up can feel impossible.
With Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving week,
right?
We're going to have
make
Christmas
the rounds
week because not everybody can be off on the same day to have the family get together. So
if you can't have one Christmas, have 7. There ain't nothing wrong
There
with
you
that.
That's right.
And to be honest, from a younger kid perspective, I loved 7 Christmases. I loved going to have Christmas at Grandma's and then Christmas at the other grandma's, Christmas at
Cousin Eddie's.
Yeah, wherever it is. I'm good with all of that. So.
And I already have the turkey thawing out, so I can do another deep fried turkey. So I'm excited about that.
So how long did it take you to perfect your frying turkey regime?
This is my 3rd year of doing it, and I think this year, so the one for Thanksgiving, this was the best.
You got it right,
best,
that one.
best
the
one
right
yet. Right.
Seasonings, the right cook time, the right amount of oil, the right, all of the parameters you think you got nailed.
One thing I want to warn everybody that it has been recommended in the past to coat the turkey with mustard before you put it into the deep fryer. However, if you coat the turkey with mustard, it comes out the color of your computer monitor here, the back of your computer monitor.
So like
black.
Black is the ace of spades.
Okay.
But the skin is black, but the inside is nice and crispy.
Nice.
And I'm not speaking from experience. My son did that a couple years ago. And so we have pictures, and we will blackmail him with those pictures for years and years to come.
Those will be creeping back to haunt him. Well, good. Well, sounds like a lot of fun. You're going out of town, right?
No, we're staying.
Oh,
we
you're
went
in town?
out of town for Thanksgiving,
Okay.
so we'll stay home for Christmas.
Okay. So I know you had family kind of spread out, so I didn't know if y'all were going to go.
No, we did that for Thanksgiving, and we tend to do that. If we go out of town for one, we try to stay in town for the other.
Do whatever
But now that the kids are older, it's not as big of a deal.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, when the kids are younger, the tree and all, now you still do all that.
I was pretty hardcore when they were little. We are home for Christmas morning because that's a thing.
And I think to be honest, for families, it's more important, especially when you have young kids. Obviously, because you're establishing the traditions, you're creating the memories. Ideally, these are going to be the things your kids are talking about 40 years from now with their kids and grandkids and everything.
And things are changing. I do have to say happy birthday to Grace. She is 16 today. And so I told her I was going to tell the entire radio listening audience happy birthday.
I am sorry you were born a week before Christmas.
Well, she's not the only one. So we have a birthday today.
Yeah.
We've got Christmas. And then on the 29th, my daughter Gabby turns 19.
Oh.
So we bookend Christmas. So it has always been chaotic at our house.
So do y'all do one big shindig, or does everybody get their own?
Everybody gets their own thing. It is
that's
not.
What happens is the kids have Christmas birthdays around Christmas. They get. Here's your birthday, Christmas. You get.
Yeah, no. I was pretty hardcore. Once again, when the kids were little, I said, if they get a happy birthday from Santa present, you also get a happy birthday Christmas, because that's not the kids' fault that mom and dad can't plan things accordingly.
Well, I'm going to take a stab. Not always all those things are planned.
So,
because I've never said 9 months from. All right. Do it. Seal the deal.
And what's funny, now that the kids are older, I have allowed them to make those decisions, and they have figured out, wait a second, my birthday and my Christmas are so close together. I'm going to ask for the one big thing.
Okay.
And then they tend to get it.
That's not a smart. That's a smart play. Where not a bad idea. Where you're thinking, all right, I'm trying to vote for something big, and it's probably too big for birthday or too big.
Yeah.
But if I sell it as, instead of give me a birthday gift, give me this gift.
That's right, and it can be both. And so
that's a business tactic. That's smart moving right there.
That's right.
Exactly.
And this year for
Future
Grace,
chamber directors right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And this year for Grace, it's going to work out really well. I think she knows what she's getting, but I'm not going to say just in case she doesn't.
Kids know. They always know. When I was a kid, I always knew, and even though when they think they didn't know, we always knew. I acted surprised. Kids just know. Now, granted, I had a brother that was like the Watson of searching for Christmas gifts.
I always knew. I knew exactly where my parents hid everything, and so it got to the point my mom would actually have to go take all of our stuff to a friend's house because I would know. And so then they would bring the friend's Christmas to our house, and then you get excited because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get, and then you don't get it because there was the bait and switch.
Yeah. See, my parents weren't that crafty. They maybe it was just out of lazy. They'd hide them in the same spots every year. Then she'd wrap them and put them on the same spot in plain sight, so we knew. And so my brother was that guy. He's shaking and this one's for you. Feels like a toy. I think it's but 9 times out of 10 he already knew. He'd be like, yeah, that's your G.I. Joe guy that was in the closet over here.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, my brother would sell me down the river. And so that's why that stopped. My brother was
the keeper of all things. It got to a point where I was like, no, Chris, I don't want to know. I actually do like a modicum of surprise when I get a gift.
And then, of course, there are the empty wrapped boxes for when some presents get, tagged into and ripped into and to check out what they are. Oh, I'm sorry. This one's going in the fireplace.
That's right.
And the empty one wrapped gift goes in the fireplace, and the kids are like, oh.
Sometimes you have to send a message.
The look of, okay, I won't touch any more of it.
I've seen those videos where parents done that. It's like, oh, you want it? And they're empty boxes, and the kid didn't know that, but they literally pulled that move on them. And
well, throughout the years, we've done that with the kids because we've always spent the same amount. Now, the amount of gifts or the big, might be different. But so there have been a couple of years.
The total value of them are all the same, yeah.
Where one kid maybe didn't, we let everybody else open their gifts, and one kid's sitting there going, I don't have anything. I don't have anything. And we're like, okay, now. And my son got a dune buggy cart one year for Christmas, and and it broke my heart because you watch his face sink. And sink, and he's like, I'm not opening anything. I'm not getting anything. And we're like, okay, come outside. And it was wrapped with a big red bow, and that kid was like, I'm out.
Right. You get the little gifts, but you got the big gifts.
That's right.
Yeah. So that's
and we didn't see him for a year after that because every time he was home,
he's out.
He was like, I got to go. And he'd be tearing up the field behind us and stuff.
Gave him the keys to freedom.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happens. Yeah. Especially when you hit that age. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's all.
That's right.
We all aspire to that. I guess we ought to talk some chamber stuff.
Absolutely.
A little bit here. I know we are getting to the end of the year, and there's probably not a whole lot left on the plate for 2024, but probably a few things here.
And then,
of course, we are gearing up for a busy 2025.
Absolutely. I'll start by saying, of course, I'm going to plug the Roswell Symphony Orchestra.
Saturday,
That is Saturday. It is a matinee. So come out. It's a great family event for all ages. It starts at 2:30. The doors will open approximately 2:00. If you need to buy your tickets at the door, that's totally cool. Of course, students get in free. So if you've got family in from out of town, the students get in free. You can buy your tickets there, and it's a wonderful way to spend the early afternoon over there at Pearson.
Absolutely, yeah. It's going to be a great show.
It's going to be awesome.
They'll be on the show tomorrow to talk about.
Oh, fantastic!
The Symphony Orchestra will be on to join us.
Perfect. Then I'll let them toot their horn a little bit more, and then
and you probably heard the ads. I know the ads have been playing for a couple weeks.
They're doing a good job.
I always mispronounce it. Amal and the
Night Visitors.
Yes, I always.
I know. I always. Mike, it's
I got to read it, but I hear.
And it's a one-act opera. So there's going to be a lot of singing and chorus, but then, of course, you're going to have the orchestra behind them, and it's going to be a great show.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. So get your tickets if you haven't already done so. And
absolutely.
And let's.
And if you're still looking for Christmas gifts, go visit Terry and her staff over at Hippie Chicks. We just did a huge business after hours.
They kind of do an annual Christmas thing every year.
She does. Yeah. Well, it was her 21st year, so she's been around for 21 years. Congratulations, Terry and Hippie Chicks. She's got some fantastic Christmas gifts, stocking stuffers. So if you're looking for something, or, I don't know how your household is, but my household, it's always, oh, by the way, we got to get something for so-and-so. Okay. Well, that's a great place to go and find some cute last-minute gifts, stocking stuffers.
Yeah.
Big and small.
If you botched it and haven't got the big thing yet, she's got that stuff.
She does. She's got it all.
If you're just trying to put the bow on the Christmas and doing the last minute stocking stuffers, or just I need to get one more gift for so and so.
Yep.
Yeah, she's got a great.
And she's always doing paint parties or some kind of
stuff
cute
for
little.
dudes too. I mean,
Yes.
it's not all stuff for women in there. They
No,
got a
she's
lot of great
got-
collectibles and stuff for men and things too.
She really does.
So if you do have
Go check
some
it
men
out.
on the list that you're shopping for, you might find some cool stuff there. If
That's
they're into collectibles or certain things, NFL stuff, they got some of that.
She really does. She's got a little bit of everything. And then the first of the year, January 7th, she's got a paint party. It's called Fresh New Beginnings. Peggy Krantz will, a local artist, will be showing you how to paint a really pretty plate. It looks like it's got a mountain winter scene.
Nice.
And those tickets
Your
are
inner Bob
$40.
Ross there, I think, a little
Yeah.
bit.
Oh, that's exactly what it is that Peggy makes you, you go in, you go, oh, I can't do anything. All I
Right.
can do is a stick figure. No, go to one of those paint parties and you're going to come out with a beautiful art piece that you're going to be able to put on display anywhere.
Yeah, if you're one of those folks that say, I can't do art, come to this, and they show you anybody can do art.
Yeah.
It's just, you learn the technique. It's anything else. You learn the techniques, and then you take the techniques and do what you want with it.
Absolutely.
That's painting is that. It
And
really is.
you can inquire at Hippie Chicks for that, $40 a person. And that is Tuesday, January 7th at 6 p.m. So if you're looking for something to do to decompress after the holidays, there's a perfect opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if you're getting, or like you said, if you did do the Clark Griswold and had 3 weeks of your in-laws with you.
You just need to get out of the house.
And if you haven't seen the Volkswagen Bugs up on the top of the building, the address is 802 South Main for Hippie Chicks.
Yes.
She's very particular in what you call that. It's the lime green, is it VW Beetle or Bug?
I think it's Beetle.
Okay, because she gets salty if you call it the other thing.
Yes.
I probably just called it the wrong thing.
I can't
didn't
remember if it's Beetle or Bug, which way she goes
I'm pretty
with it.
sure
But I know
it's
if you say
Beetle,
it wrong,
but
she
we'll get
will
it.
correct you.
Absolutely. As she should.
It's just it's one of, I think if you know, you know. You're like, oh, they're a bug person. It's Beetle.
And it's only one slug bug.
And
just
it's always,
so you know.
It's always the one I do wrong, and it's that one. It's usually that. So, but yes, look for the lime green VW Beetle on the roof.
But it has been a little bit of a slow month in December, but we did do an amazing ribbon cutting at Hot Works on the 3rd of December.
They're now open? And,
They are open, ready for business. It's a great facility. So if you're looking for a way to go get in shape, back into shape, burn off the holiday calories.
Those New Year's
Hot Works.
resolutions,
That's right.
always to get in shape, go
Like
see
they-
Hot Works.
Eat too many steaks over across the street at Lone Star.
There you go. That's right.
And
Get
then
on
we-
the Hot Works and get that worked off.
And then we did a ribbon cutting on the 4th of December at Dreams Dispensary.
Excellent.
So we did the Hippie Chicks business after hours, and then we had pulled all the redcoats together and had a Christmas dinner at El Toro Bravo on the 12th, and that went very nicely. And
They have great food over there.
Oh, they're
yes,
delicious.
they do. It was awesome. So we're ready for January, and we've got some ribbon cuttings coming up in January that folks have been holding off on doing their ribbon
Now that
cuttings.
they're in the new year, they're ready to come out and invite folks to come see their places.
Exactly, and
check
so
out
we
their
will
business.
we will let you know about that on our next
Our
morning
January,
here on the
first week of
radio.
January there, whatever. So probably be like the
Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
Cowboys running back Rico Dowdle has been on a tear since Thanksgiving, setting a career high in rushing in 3 straight games with 112, 131, and 149 yards respectively. He now has 880 yards for the season. If he gets 120 or more Sunday night against the Bucs, he'll be the first undrafted Cowboy in team history with 1,000 rushing yards in a single season.
I start with the journey part, took an effect on me, so definitely I always feel like I had something to prove since I came in. And when you undrafted, it's a different process. When you're trying to get to, you want to go. Stuck to it, and this is my 5th year. Been able to hang around here, and it's finally paying off all the work and stuff. Just been put into it.
Bucks Cowboys kickoff Sunday night is 7:20 Central. With your Cowboys report, I'm Christy Scales.
What made Roswell Hyundai the #1 used car dealership in southeastern New Mexico for 2023? Great selection, great savings, and great people. Roswell Hyundai has an amazing selection of makes, models, and model years to choose from. If you can't find it, Roswell Hyundai can get it. And Roswell Hyundai will take any trade. The experts at Roswell Hyundai will work with you to get you behind the wheel of your next dream ride. So, what makes Roswell Hyundai the #1 used car dealership in southeastern New Mexico? You do! Come check out the Used Car Supercenter only at Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd.
Sure, you can inspect your own roof, get out that rickety ladder, crawl around up there and try to spot the problem until... Or you can call the experts at Do Right Roofing. Do Right Roofing has quality products for any type of roof. They can even install seamless gutters. Do Right Roofing will inspect your roof and give you a free estimate fast. Keep your feet on the ground. Call Do Right Roofing today.
575-623-2273. Let Do Right do your roof right.
Find them fast in names and numbers.
Find your path to a greater future with Eastern New Mexico University. If you're looking to take the next step in your higher education journey, both in person and online, Eastern New Mexico University is the place for you. ENMU is now accepting applications for spring 2025, so don't miss out on your opportunity to join more than 5,700 fellow Greyhounds on this exciting path to student success. For more information, visit enmu.edu. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success, that's what we're about.
Make it a December to remember with Roswell Honda, with a sleigh full of savings across the lot, including deep discounts and low APR on Ridgeline, Accord, Civic, Pilot, Passport, and Odyssey. Plus, no payments for 90 days for qualified buyers. Then join Roswell Honda December 21st from 10 to 1 for the pre-Christmas blowout with free food, stuff for the kids, and your chance to win one of 4 awesome prizes, including an Xbox Series X, a PS5, or a 50 or 75-inch Vizio Smart TV. December to remember, on now at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Hi, Chef Anthony Noble here with the Valley Cafe at 801 West Brasher. We love serving you our delicious meals for lunch and dinner. The next time you're in on Monday or Tuesday, bring the family and take advantage of our kids' dinner special. With the purchase of an adult meal, you get a kids' meal for 20% off. That's right. Get the kids fed, save a little money, enjoy what I got cooking in the kitchen. Come visit us at 801 West Brasher in the Orange Building across from Church on the Move in Roswell. We have it all. Come taste and see.
Don't forget, you can also find the Valley Cafe on our website at toasttab.com/Valley Cafe. Also on DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats.
KC Light Tower is proud to partner with the Pena Project in ringing in the new year with Mark Chestnut. New Year's Eve from 6 p.m. to midnight at the Artesia Country Club. Come get drinks, food, and socialize before the concert starts at 9. In a combined effort with Royal Services LLC of Artesia, the Pena Project is here to offset some of the costs associated with the passing of a loved one. All money from this event goes towards the Pena Project, who helps cover the costs of funerals of unexpected deaths. KC Light Tower's professional mechanics are always out in the field and are Deutsch certified. KCLT is there to make sure your site is ready when you are and can certify your man lift and forklift operators on your site or on our yards. Save KCLT in your contacts. 575-308-8647. Surface rental equipment all in one place. KCLT, helping you keep America running. Proud sponsor of the Pena Project.
Been charged with murder in the December 4th killing of Brian Thompson. The terror allegation is new.